Everybody.
Ooh.
Last minute prepping right there as the music's playing.
Yes, yes.
We want the longer clip of Ted Nugent on CNN because that was some amazing TV last night.
That was a good one.
It really was. All right, good morning.
I love the news. Oh my God, do I love the fucking news. They've become the news. The news has absolutely, you don't even watch it and go, hey, did you see the news because of the news on it? Mm-hmm. You talk about the news because of how they're acting towards news stories. It's weird. The actual story doesn't mean anything anymore.
They're breaking down words every night now.
They're the people that are supposed to extract the apologies from people. They're like this new Spanish Inquisition.
It's ridiculous. It's extremely.
Oh, when you have to apologize, ridiculous. You gotta look all contrite in front of the newscaster as they review what you did, and then you gotta bow your head to, I'm so sorry. I am sorry. Fuck you.
Everyone's just acting, too.
It is a pure act. No one cares.
Because the news person sits there like...
You think they go home and they're all like, oh, I can't,
I did
can't
good
accept
today.
that apology. I just can't accept it. Or they're like, oh, that's great. What are the ratings on that fucking apology segment I did?
The apology is becoming the biggest fucking joke in this country.
Oh, my God, yes.
No one needs an apology.
No.
But the news is pushing this apology agenda forward.
It's the whole country is in this apology mode.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Every day, someone's apologizing for something.
Someone's either apologizing or they're being like forced into it. They're being asked to apologize. Why haven't we gotten an apology? Oh,
or if you apologize, it's not good enough.
Right,
Alec Baldwin's blasted over his non-apology.
Not good.
Ted Nugent's apology was backhanded.
Backhanded apology.
Right.
We like groveling.
Good for Alec Baldwin not really apologizing.
Yes.
I've never liked Alec Baldwin more than I do right now.
Yep.
That he's finally woken up to the fucking horrible press, what they're all about. It's an embarrassment.
It's all bullshit, man.
It's bullshit.
They turned on him, too, because he was a very loyal, liberal guy for all those causes, and he used the wrong language, and those cocksuckers turned on him and fucking attacked him.
He made a lot of money for NBC with that 30 Rock.
Oh, yeah.
And then they were done with him, and it's time to fucking crucify him in front of everybody. But Alec Baldwin's not taking that shit because he's got that FU money.
He says, fuck you.
Exactly.
That's right. I forgot he was an NBC.
Country.
Oh, God, yeah. 30 Rock was
fucking good.
Pretty good for NBC.
6.5 years, right?
Something like that. A long time. I don't know. Figure out the last time Tracy Morgan was on our show, and then you'll know how long 30 Rock was on.
Yeah, that's true.
It's God damn. His last appearance.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
30 Rock's over. Guess what? Tracy Morgan's knocking on our door again. Really?
Yeah.
We ain't playing that game anymore. I like Tracy, too. I have nothing but good things to say about the guy. We've hung out a lot over the years, but that's some bullshit.
Tracy's all about Tracy.
He couldn't come in once during his 30 Rock years.
No.
But boy, now that's over, he came a-knocking, and we said, well, maybe next time.
I got a couple of dates I got to put.
Right.
Do you?
Judah Friedlander came in all through 30 Rock.
Right. Absolutely. Now it's over. We don't want him.
Yeah, fuck Judah Friedlander. Now he doesn't have any heat. So what, Ted Nugent said mongrel, and that's a problem?
I guess that's a problem. Yeah. And then they dredged up everything he said ever, placed it in front of him, and asked him to, take a case-by-case, instance by instance, and apologize.
We're getting the clip, but Erin Burnett got her ass handed to her last night on CNN.
She did. Ted doesn't fucking give in.
Nah, Ted doesn't play.
Ted's in one of these positions that a few people are in this country when you speak your mind. There's really nothing anyone can do to him. He's his own guy. Right. He does his shows. He's got a rabid, albeit, it's not as huge as a lot of other people, but he's got a rabid fan base that goes see him.
And they all love the word mongrel.
They love the word mongrel. And he just does his own thing. A lot of his base doesn't care about political correctness and whatnot. So he does fine. Mm-hmm. It's like, who else has that? Ann Coulter. There's another one that really can say what she wants with impunity. She doesn't apologize, and no one can really do anything to her. She's her own girl. When you're not under that fucking umbrella of some big politically correct corporation fuckwads
umbrella.
You can just say what you want. It's great.
It's kind of freeing.
Freeing.
We have a little of that here, but you never know. We're always looking over our fucking shoulder.
That's true.
We're always looking over our shoulder.
Before I hit send on a tweet, I sometimes give a big consideration as to what I'm putting out there.
I've thought, can I defend this?
Right.
I literally have thought, like, if this is a problem, because I have no faith in people's ability to, like, take context.
Yes.
Can I defend? Yes, I can. Okay, I have an explanation for it. It's a problem.
So we'll have the Ted Nugent clip in a little bit here.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I don't really respect a lot of politicians, if any, I should say. So I don't mind when they're called just horrible things.
No, in this day and age, it's they're all fucking just pigs.
If they can make our lives a lot easier, then maybe I would start giving them a little respect.
Yeah.
But until then, I don't respect any of them. They all suck. You were just talking about de Blasio here in New York City. God. Man, is the honeymoon over for this guy.
The fucking guy. And then if you're buying his shit about safety and keeping the people of New York safe, I guess the entire New York City.
Hold on. I'm going to jump in here for a second because he's talking about a few pedestrians get run over every year, and that number is slightly higher in recent years or this past year. But the number is so minuscule that it shows that most New Yorkers are already safe.
Yeah,
you're going to have your tragedies every once in a while, no matter what. But it's not an epidemic. It's not like thousands of people are getting run over by cars in New York City. You're talking, I don't even know what the number is. It's less than 100.
Taking the personal fucking thing out of it, and that they are human beings that are being killed,
and it's horrible.
And just the numbers game, just doing the numbers.
Right.
It's literally insignificant, numbers-wise.
Sure.
Don't fucking jump on me. But he's jumping on this as a way to pull in money, and that's period, and redistribute wealth, as he loves to say.
Right.
So here it is. I guess there were 45 or some odd radar guns in New York City.
Meaning the outer boroughs?
Precincts that he...
Okay, not just Manhattan.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
He's getting 200 more and putting them out to the NYPD to start getting speeders and racking up more money. It's all about him raking in money. This has nothing to do with safety.
It's the old revenue stream.
Exactly.
That these politicians love coming up with.
And he figures if you have a car and you're driving in his city, oh boy, you are rich.
Right.
So you have to give your money in some way, shape, or form so he could then take it and give it out as he pleases.
Well, first of all, it's almost impossible to speed in Manhattan. Almost impossible. You got the West Side Highway, which is on the edge, and the FDR, which is on the other edge. So you get a couple speeders on those roads, but in general, the rest of the roads, it's almost impossible.
Well, he'll probably be
get
putting them out there in off hours when you can kind of, goose it down 57th or something, down closer to the east side.
Yeah.
He'll be picking them off. He'll make the NYPD start handing out some tickets.
And now he's just getting mad because the reporters are asking him about his driving safety
episode when he was in an SUV.
And he doesn't really want to talk about it.
He's like, that has nothing to do with it. I'm not going to question the NYPD's driving tactics. Okay. Yeah. So, in other words, it's okay for you. Just don't you do it.
Got it.
Like everything else these fucking socialist, communist fuckwads do. They love...
Not just the social communist fuckwads.
I know.
They all do it.
Everybody.
You know that.
But he's in there, so...
Fair enough.
Giuliani wasn't... he was all for capitalism and free enterprise and shit like that, and... he was an asshole to certain people in this city. They didn't like him.
Right.
But it sure wasn't the working man or business.
Your boy Giuliani did all right, though.
Hey, that's the one I'll take as my boy Giuliani.
Your boy Giuliani did all right for the city.
The second he started smacking those squeegee motherfuckers off the streets.
Don't forget, though, a lot of people hated him before 9/11.
Oh, they hated him. Then he became America's sweetheart overnight. I remember that.
Took 9/11.
It took 9/11.
You know what we want to say. You got to be careful, though.
Boy.
That event was kind of good for him.
Oh, yeah.
God forbid you say that, but the fact is,
America's mayor, they were calling.
The numbers show
Amazing.
That before 9/11, he was not. He was not that liked.
He did a few things that annoyed me, but I liked him overall. Like, I didn't like his Brooklyn Museum of Art. Like, little shit like that bugged me. Like a little moral policing. But aside from that, I think he was great for the city.
After fucking Dinkins, he had such a mess to clean up and did it in relatively short time.
He didn't like us, though. He thought we were stupid.
As he said, stupid.
He was right.
Stupid. And he was absolutely right. Yes. What do you think of that? He's stupid. Yeah, well,
we got to put that in the intro.
Stupid.
Stupid. He actually had a comment about us.
The mayor called us stupid.
He had a comment about the Opie and Anthony show.
Is that when we get arrested, right?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah.
We got that clip somewhere?
Stupid.
Someone asked him at a press conference, and he had to say, they're
Stupid. Oh, boy.
God, why are we on the mayor's radar?
I don't want to be.
That's 2.
I like being under all these motherfuckers' radar.
What are you going to do? What you going to do? Hey, so the Todd thing yesterday was
what a hit.
Quite successful.
What a hit.
Dude, I laughed so hard. I texted Opie. I laughed. I was in the gym just reading these fucking hashtag mentions.
It was so fucking funny.
And I was just laughing.
People just kept doing it all day and night.
I just realized we could get a trending topic every day if we wanted to.
If we wanted to.
We got this power that we got to be careful with.
Monsters out there. I love it.
And I loved the fact that those idiots try to spin it like it was all them. They got the Todd Show trending on Twitter yesterday.
Look what's trending.
Oh, is this the clip? Oh no, okay.
Look what's trending.
Right.
Oh, and then they were tweeting things about how it's so great to be on a show that's trending. It's like, really? Did you look at the hashtag?
No, they know.
Did you look at what?
They know. They're just trying to spin it. They're not stupid.
Here you go.
What happened? I just looked at the app mentions, the regular Twitter app mentions.
Yeah.
I spotted the Todd Show on the street, but you open it. I should have known better because it was a fan named Fatty McPoopy Tits. and the picture is a man laying back with his legs open, but he has a vagina.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a very vulgar photo.
That is vulgar.
So I guess Todd from the Todd Show did a little Vine video because, he
Very
saw
excited.
the Todd Show trending.
What voice did he use?
Hey, Sheila, what's trending right now?
Who's that?
I don't know. Let's look.
Todd Show.
Todd Show.
Why wouldn't you redo that, you idiot? The fucking audio doesn't match up.
Can we hear that again? It was funny at the end, though.
Was funny,
Hey, Sheila,
right?
what's trending right now?
I don't know. Let's look.
Sheila.
Todd Show.
Todd Show.
Cool. I think the Todd Show should trend again. That was such a good show.
Maybe a variation of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Because they're bragging about how they could get things trending. So what would they have trend today?
I hope they have things trending just because then everyone looks at it. What's going on with this show?
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of man's assholes with dildos in them and buses on fire.
Sam, you play the goodbye thing on the pre-show?
I did not. I saved it for you.
Thank you. So after yesterday, when we did an impromptu Jocktober for the new show, The Todd Show.
Yes.
Used to be Scott and Todd, but they kind of threw Scott down the stairs. But Scott survived. He's going to be doing mornings at WCBS FM. This is
another huge story.
Did you see who his crew was?
Is it all the old guys from the other show?
Mr. G. And Joe Nolan, the fat traffic guy.
Come on with those guys.
But
it's all the old guys from Scott and Todd.
But what happens? Scott Shannon cannot talk anymore.
You know what
How
happens?
does he get another gig?
We thought we were going to have no Jocktober shows. Now we have 2.
I'll bet you his is not nearly as bad. I'll bet you Scott Shannon's is not even that Jocktoberable because he'll be talking about things he knows. He'll probably be brief in and out. It won't be that bad.
It's going to be horrible because he can't really converse anymore.
His voice may be bad.
No, it's going to be horrible.
But the douchey stuff, like the jokes that are terrible, I'll bet they'll all be on
He'll
top.
have a sidekick. He's not going to handle the show by himself.
So they had one shitty show that they now have split into 2 shitty shows for New York.
Hey, good luck, New York.
A page hidden on the WCBS FM website has revealed the mystery of where longtime PLJ New York morning co-host Scott Shannon would end up is over. He's going to do mornings 6 to 10 at WCBS starting Monday, March 3rd. 2 weeks from yesterday? A week from yesterday? Week from yesterday, right. According to the press release found on the site, Scott Shannon in the Morning will also feature Mr. G.
Mr. G. I went out drinking with Mr. G a couple of times when I was with Jill.
Right.
And, oh, my God. He's a dirty boy.
Is he?
He was kind of a dirty boy when he was in here.
Yeah. He loves talking about the chicks and what he likes to do with them.
Mr. G wants to put his C in their A. Was it not an N?
Exactly.
He's going to provide weather reports. And then Joe Nolan's doing traffic.
Oh, yeah.
Not often. Oh, Don Balukas is quoted in this.
Yeah. The Terminator.
He's all right. I played golf with him.
Yeah.
That's how weird
this dumb
That's how weird
is.
life is. He fired us in Boston. He was the official hatchet man.
Yeah.
He was the Terminator, they called him.
Yeah.
He was the one that sat us down in that big, huge conference room in Boston and said, "You're fired."
This is meeting under different circumstances.
And then fast forward, we're at a charity golf tournament, and I'm in a foursome with Don Balukas, and he thought it was all just fun. hey,
you know how it works.
Ruined your life there for a while, but now we're all pals. Not often does a legendary morning drive personality become available with the experience of waking up New Yorkers for more than 25 years, said Don Balukas. See, regular radio still doing the same shit.
Waking up New Yorkers for 20. I'd want a new alarm clock.
Right.
At that point, shut up. That long, you're in the same fucking guy. Stop it.
But he can't do it anymore. Why do they refuse to accept that?
I've seen a boat movie.
CBS FM is a heritage station and the perfect place for Hall of Famer Scott Shannon. We are thrilled to welcome Scott and his award-winning personality to CBS FM and the CBS radio family. Mm-hmm. That is not going to work.
You don't think that'll be a good show?
No, the guy, no.
I think they're excited over there.
The guy can't do radio anymore. He did very well for himself in those type of formats. You know, you got to give him
over the years,
give him his respect for that. It wasn't the type of radio I would want to listen to, but in that world, he did very well.
He's an OG.
But he can't do it anymore. And then these radio execs, they just ignore that fact, and they just keep hiring him over and over again.
I loved your stuff on the boat movie. You still got it,
Yeah,
Scott.
you still got it. That was great.
So,
you know, there's a hurricane coming up. If a tree falls on someone's house, we got the guy.
But Todd said goodbye yesterday. This was the last clip we wanted to play for everybody before we move on to some other shit. And there was a slight little shot at us.
Oh.
No.
Why would he do that?
You know what that means.
I'm insulted.
What's trending? Fucking blithering idiot. Redo that one.
Yeah, make sure the punchline is hard to hear.
Exactly.
You idiot.
Not only terrible, but it's hard to hear.
Right.
Good.
So this is what he said as he said goodbye after taking a beating from the knuckleheads.
Well, we appreciate you being part of our first ever show. And obviously, folks, what we're doing here initially is getting you introduced to the new people. So there'll be lots of other stuff once. I think you, like I,
was he justifying?
Yeah.
He was justifying what we were goofing on. He didn't take that bait, did he?
Oh, boy.
I didn't think he was going to take that. Oh, you don't make excuses for the stuff we're goofing on. We're just shitting on you.
His fans are striking back, though. There's one now.
Yeah.
Robbie Wilson shows us what's trending now, the Todd Show, and it's a man holding a log of duty over a toilet. He's holding a big log of duty.
They're gonna have to change their hashtag. Can I say something to the rest of the radio people out there?
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor. Don't acknowledge us.
Don't take the bait.
It just motivates the fuck out of us.
It's terrible.
We'll let you in on a little secret. We love this.
Yeah.
And don't forget that Todd took the first shot by saying, "Are you serious, XM?"
That's right. We have to defend our company.
That's when we said, "Oh yeah, all right. Well, we're breaking out our nuclear warheads.
Right.
Enjoy."
That's right.
Well, you guys have always been such company guys. It's only fitting.
Right.
Exactly.
I love these radio guys. They take their little subtle shot at us, and then we're all in.
It really is terrible.
We just have to destroy their village.
It's really terrible.
They just take a tiny little shot, and then we drop nukes on them.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you being part of our first ever show. And obviously, folks, what we're doing here initially is getting you introduced to the new people. So there'll be lots of other stuff once. I think you, like I, wish we were 2 weeks down the road, everyone in the room. But that's the process. You know, you have to go through. You want people to meet you and know you.
Basically saying, wow, we really sucked on our first show.
Yeah.
And we're hoping that we'll get a little better as time goes by.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see the one yesterday?
Look at Jimmy's remembering.
Dude, this is the one that the one that got me was the picture of the white. It said, "Look, I found the Todd truck," and it was a white guy's anus up with a giant black dildo. And I'm like, that's not the Todd truck. But then a little while later, I'm just scrolling, and there's and the thing is, the Todd Show tomorrow on the Todd Show, a new way to brush your teeth. And when you open a picture, it was a black guy on his back with his own giant cock shoved in his mouth. I was like, why would they promote that?
Hey, man. They're taking credit for trending. Good for them.
And learn everything about you. And you can do that on social media as well. And we'll be telling you some stories as time goes on about the new cast members. But I just would love you to open up your hearts to them like you have to me over the last 23 years. And give them a chance, because it's a bunch of good people with big hearts, and they've been working really hard, and we're going to work really hard to make sure you have a great morning. And that's all that really matters. You know, all the other nonsense is nonsense, and people should get a life. So that's all I have to say about that.
Oh, no.
Oh, getting a few chuckles from the crowd, too. Some people should get a life.
Yeah, that was a little harsh.
Are you trying to say Opie and Anthony and Jim Norton should be getting a life? And our listeners should be getting a life?
I think that's exactly what he meant.
You guys aren't offended, are you?
No need for the low blow. Yeah, we're having a little fun, and all of a sudden we get attacked.
He comes out fucking swinging like that?
Oh, he didn't do that.
That's not
Todd,
right.
you just made it worse.
Oh, that was mean-spirited.
You thought it was mean?
Yes!
I don't even want. You know,
why would you do that?
I was hoping he wouldn't come out with both barrels blasting away like that.
Get a life.
Oh, whoa, get a life. Watch out, guys.
Oh,
this
no.
guy don't play.
Did you hear the background? People like, haha, they acknowledge, like, yeah, we know what you're talking
Bunch
about.
of haters.
Oh, fucking,
You
drinking the haterade.
You tell him, Todd, is basically what they were saying in the background.
Yeah.
You're our leader, Todd.
The general.
No need for that type. I was like,
Oh, man.
Get a life.
yeah.
Get a life.
Another idiot taking this stupid radio thing too seriously.
Get a life.
Why don't radio guys take this so seriously? They forgot it's just this is
dopey,
goofing off every
fucking
day.
Goofy shit.
You know, all the other nonsense is nonsense, and people should get a life. So that's all I have to say about that.
See the laughter
We'll
in
be
the
back tomorrow
background?
morning at 6
Bullying
a.m.
us.
Race Taylor is on the radio next. Enjoy his fantastic broadcast. That'll do it for now, friends. The show is over. Go in peace.
By the way, this is what happened as soon as that ended.
It's the Todd Show. PLJ.
Fuck. Headphones got thrown down.
Headphones thrown on the console.
What the fuck?
I would say we ruined his first show.
Of course.
I would say we ruined it.
Oh, we ruined his
Their
show.
excitement that they could possibly be trending with the buzz they're getting. They have to see
We're trending.
They have to see horrific pictures.
Yeah, it's funny. We're walking in the studio. PD. Hey, we're trending. Todd, we're trending.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. And then he comes back doing the cut.
Just some
across the
jerks.
throat. Just some jerks. Forget it. Jerks. Don't mention it.
Don't draw attention to it.
Yeah. You ruined it.
God, we got to get a life finally. How are we going to do that though? Fuck.
I don't know.
You look at his crew, and I looked at like the Annie on the radio and this other girl. I'm like, they're just people doing the radio show, and they're all happy to be in New York.
Yeah,
First day at the
they are.
job, and
Yeah.
let's see what happens.
Oh.
Twitter, like, oh, you suck. You're terrible.
You know how-
Facebook page is shut down with AIDS and people's heads cut off.
That is awful.
Oh, it's just so mean.
You're not nervous. They must have been the night before.
Yes.
You can't sleep. You're just thinking about the show, and then this group of complete assholes fucks up your first
And
day.
then for a split moment, you think it's all working because you see the Todd Show trending on Twitter.
I wonder if they're going after, because of what we're saying, or is the van promotion?
Right.
What is it? Let's look.
Right.
Oh, Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, what is this? It's a man with a vagina.
When you search the Todd Show,
Yeah.
like the trending topic,
Yeah.
first thing that pops up is photos.
Yeah.
So there's a photo of Todd, and then there's a class picture of all Down syndrome people.
Oh,
That's mean spirit.
And then there's the photo from Vietnam with the guy getting shot in the head.
Right.
But the Todd truck is in the background.
I think that's a Photoshop, no?
yeah, come on.
And then there's a male, looks like some kind of Winter Olympics participant. I don't know, like
Speed skater,
maybe speed skater. And he's got a camel toe, and it says, "Okay, you guys, where's my dick?"
Boy.
Oh, no, this is not. Wait,
Whoa, what
why is
happened?
Mike Francesa chiming in?
Oh, he is?
Yeah, it says enjoy the Todd Show on many handheld devices, and it's a woman with a giant cock shoved in her hiney and then one in each hand. Jesus. But the Todd Show, listen, I think they should have a great show.
Yeah.
PLJ retweeted the Todd Show saying, take a pic and post it on Facebook or Twitter with the Todd Show as a hashtag. So they're still going with this one.
you go.
And you can win a Todd Show shirt and hat signed by the morning show. They're all in with that.
So all you have to
stuff.
do is send them a picture with the hashtag The Todd Show.
That's right.
Jesus.
So you might get a hat.
You think this person might get a hat?
Well,
That's a transgendered person with cum shooting out of her penis. That would get a hat from me.
Oh, my God.
Might need a hat to cover up the fucking giant boner.
The goo in your hair.
Yes.
Wow.
God, that stuff makes
I
me
can't
laugh.
get enough of it
That's
because
so
they
funny.
just do the same shit over and over and make the
It's
same
just the
mistakes
same.
over and over.
That type of radio is
Scott Shannon
dead.
will not be
Stop.
successful at CBS.
No.
And they're desperate over there for real radio shows. So why would you hire a guy for a shitload of money, by the way,
I
that
bet.
can't really converse anymore on the radio?
Yeah.
He used to be able to do it. I can't wait to hear his first show now.
Yeah.
That's Monday, right?
That's the. I mean,
That fast?
Eric, don't forget, Monday.
That's
All right.
fast.
What's happening Monday?
Scott's first show.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah.
See, this one fan, Stephen Knight, says it all.
Oh.
You utter dunderhead, Todd. You had to make it real after our little jabs. This will be fun.
Oh, no. Make it real.
after two and a half. After
What?
2.5 hours
Yeah.
and a cyber attack,
All he said was,
get a life.
get a life.
To some people.
That's making it real.
Get a life. That was his way of.
Todd decided to take it to street level. That's right. That's it.
I love laughing like a fucking
These
girl.
are funny,
Oh,
man.
Jesus.
Oh, God.
It says,
no.
this is from Cucking Funt on Twitter. He says, hashtag the Todd Show, give me my shirt and hat.
It's a girl sucking a shit penis.
She's covered in shit. Oh, my God. A nice fair-skinned blonde girl, so it really shows up on her face. That can't taste
Guys.
good.
Oh, no, a shit penis. No.
Guys, he said get a life. I don't know.
Maybe that's getting a life.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's her Twitter.
Yeah, right.
Shit.
Yeah. You know how fucking much you must hate when you see a camera in your face, you have to suck a shit penis? Your dreams of going to Hollywood, making a star, and having a great career, sucking a shit
fuck.
dick.
Wow.
Yeah, yes, Eric.
Another thing CBS FM is doing and has been doing is they're playing more 80s music, and their imaging is starting to sound like the old Z100 from the 80s. They're using the same packages, same.
So they just want the old Scott Shannon.
Pretty much, they're turning it back into what Scott was in the 80s.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the voice anymore.
I know.
And it's not the 80s. It's not like cutting
Right.
edge. It's not cool. He did it already. It's
Child
not-
of the 80s, though, you know.
Who is?
I got a soft spot for that shit. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jimmy, please.
Just another picture. It's just not. It's not even worth. It's just. It's just. It says, "Great show, guys. Keep up the good work, Cooper, Annie, and Sheila." And then the picture. It's just a short-haired. It's just a blonde girl sucking dick, but her head is pressed all the way up against the torso of the guy.
She looks like a sucker fish.
And I'm like, that has nothing to do with the radio show.
That just says hashtag the Todd Show.
Oh, that's right. Eating a
Hey, they were
guy's
bragging
ass.
that they were trending yesterday, so there you go.
Oh, God.
Just leave their Facebook alone.
It's
You
just
want them to at least
yeah.
have a good day on Facebook.
It's just not nice.
No, we can't have any connection to that.
No, it's like,
That would be a major problem for us.
Oh, we just don't.
We absolutely are not condoning that.
Is that a Photoshop?
I don't know. It's Todd's face.
Todd's face on a looks like on a body with a big boner getting a dick up his ass. I would think that's a Photoshop.
Does this fall into the get a life category?
I think this falls fucking firmly into the get a life category.
He actually said get a life. And got chuckles
Some
from
people
his
need to
crew.
Get a life.
This one's a little confusing. It says hashtag the Todd Show is way better than at Opie Radio.
Oh, shit.
Hashtag get a life. Hashtag eat at F.H. Riley's Huntington.
Little plug in there.
Oh, I like that.
Oh. Wow, that's fucking great.
All right.
Fun stuff. Bobo's penis.
So there's your update on the Todd Show.
they fucking decided to keep it going.
Yeah.
And start a real battle.
Yeah, man.
Battle going.
We moved on.
We moved on, and they
we moved
fired another salvo.
They sure did.
What do we have so far? We have Are You Serious XM and Get a Life.
And some of those guys need to just get a life.
Are we supposed to just stand here and take that kind of abuse?
Exactly. While we get kicked around like fucking yesterday's news.
It's so immature. Yeah.
God. All right.
That's funny.
Poor crew. They're all nice.
They're just nice,
all
young
eager to commend.
kids.
Yeah, from Poughkeepsie.
They want to fucking just do good.
Just a little, eager on the radio. We're going to New York. Yeah, and they're on the air trying to have some fun with it.
Yeah.
How's it going? Well, I have to find an apartment. All happy, like New York's listening.
Yeah, they're listening. There's a buzz. They're starved for good radio here in New York.
Yeah.
Our hashtag is trending.
And these pigs.
The girls are
just
pretty, which you
attacking
don't
them.
see in radio.
You think one guy said, "Oh my God, the hashtag is trending," and then someone said, "Let's gather around. Let's look at this.
Oh.
As a team, let's see."
Oh, look, one person did this. Oh, this is terrible.
Right.
Can't believe this one person got through. Let's check another one.
Wait, what's he holding? Oh. She realizes it's a duty over the toilet.
Duty.
The man's holding a duty in his hand.
And then there's just psychological tricks. Like there's mixed in.
Yeah.
You can't tell if they're pranks or not because like this one just says hashtag the Todd Show. I don't like this show. Definitely not my cup of tea. Weird.
Oh, see.
And then they're just like, what if?
Then they
what if
read
they
that.
really don't like us?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he found the Todd Show. That's not the Todd Show truck. It's just a truck that says cock on the side of it. They would never have that as the station van.
Oh, my God. Stop.
Jesus.
It's a picture that says "Get a Life" and then it's a fetus.
Deformed fetus.
I have to, come on,
It's a
Sam.
deformed fetus. It's terrible.
They're coming in very quick. It's hard to keep up after.
Yeah.
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 Well, they probably shouldn't have said "get a life."
Yeah, I mean, all of a sudden, it got wants to get personal.
It's a picture of Sal in a thong.
Dice in
With Dice looking at him,
studio
going, "What the fuck is wrong with these guys?"
silenced Troy Kwan.
I completely agree with Dice that day.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a year ago already?
I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, we're prepping now for the second annual Gay Off.
No, we're not doing the second annual Gay Off.
No,
We called that one the first annual.
Well,
I thought-
Fair enough.
right? I mean,
Look, if you guys want to fucking keep the tradition alive,
Feel free.
feel free. But
I'll miss that day.
yeah, I'll be sick.
oh,
Oh, God.
Jesus, how do you do that?
Oh, God.
That guy's sucking his own dick. He looks like Kanye.
I mean, we all tried. But, Jesus, it's
Not many
actually
are
possible.
successful.
Yeah, some of us are taking yoga just so we can get better at it.
Get a life, Jimmy. Get
know,
a
I
life.
need to get a life.
All right. Yeah.
Some of you guys need to get a life. Wow, that tranny has one crooked penis.
and it says
Let me
time,
see.
time to rise and shine for the Todd Show.
Oh.
And then it's a tranny who's fully erect with a penis sucking a man's penis.
Oh,
And one penis is very crooked.
That's
Yeah.
like a parentheses.
So now we move on to Michael Sam.
Huh?
You know, he's gay and he's trying to like make
Right.
it in the NFL, I guess.
It's a big to-do on the sports shows and news shows.
Right. Well, who gives a fuck if they're gay? Jesus Christ, who cares?
Yeah. The first gay player in a professional sport
Right.
in North America. Who cares? I really don't. I don't know what the whole fucking gist is. I know Arizona's got like this thing going on where they want to be able to businesses want to be able to refuse service to gays, which is just weird. I don't get that whole thing either. It's like anything else, I think. If a straight person comes in and they're dressed distractingly or alarming, everyone has the right. You have the right as a business owner to refuse service, but not to interfere with anyone's civil rights in doing so.
But how are they going to know you're gay going to an Arizona restaurant? They're going to have like a little pop quiz at the front door or something?
I guess if you're canoodling in one of the booths with another gentleman, something like that. So it's odd. I don't know how much tolerance there really is out there for gay people. We get a little jaded here in New York City because, you know, it's very accepted.
Because it's everywhere.
They're everywhere. Yeah, they're everywhere.
There's acceptance and there's holy fuck enough already.
But I don't know what it is around the rest of the country. Do we need to be like pushing this like this?
If you see two guys canoodling in a booth at a restaurant, does it? Why? Who gives a fuck? Why would that bother
move
you?
over.
Got room for one more?
Slide in. Both
Exactly.
ways.
You mind if I grab a hold of those mozzarella sticks? And you know what I'm talking about. They also, I read this article and they said that they don't use that whatever that they said they're going to use to refuse gay service, that probably wouldn't hold up under like scrutiny, and that's never been used in court to deny gay service.
So you're saying they would be allowed to use it, or the courts would say you can't use it?
It wouldn't work. Like I think whatever I forget the abbreviation, whatever it is that they're trying to push through. Like it's got something to do with exercising religious freedom.
Right.
Like hey, it's against our religious freedom to have these guys in it, or something like that.
You can't discriminate for sexual orientation.
No.
It's you know. You're not allowed to do it.
But are we really that, like, in other parts? Maybe we get jaded in New York.
Yeah.
And you know, we, like, why the fuck are they still talking about this?
Yeah.
But then, like, the rest of the country is still kind of doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like, oh, all right, New York and L.A. or San Francisco and a few other places.
But we've been under the gun as far as community standards go, too. You know, where as you say something in New York and it's not offensive, but it's offensive somewhere in the Midwest or something. So you do have some kind of right to community standards.
Right.
I don't know what that is anymore. I don't know how far you can go with it. You know, obviously you can't put a blacks only bathroom sign up. Again, that's a civil rights issue. So to refuse gays based solely on the fact that they're gay is a civil rights issue. I don't think it could be done.
I don't think that's right.
I don't think it would hold up.
I just don't think that's right. That's unbelievable.
Who cares about the gays this much? I could give a shit if the entire team is gay. It doesn't fucking matter.
By that he means the crew working here.
Right, our team. You know, we got a good start in there with Travis, but
you know, Ann, get a life.
I should just get a life. Maybe
You really need to get a life.
I really do need to get a life.
It sure makes doing radio fun because this fucking country is getting really weird. It's just getting strange by the day.
You really just look around and it's getting odd.
Really, just odd.
Everyone's just a little off.
If you care that much about gay guys canoodling in a booth in a restaurant,
I think you're gay.
And that's
like
I was going to say there's something going on with you that you're not comfortable with.
You're at the very least getting a little titillated when it makes you angry. That it's like,
right.
Yeah.
I think it means you're just not sure of your own sexuality.
Maybe you're not sure. Maybe you're a little bi-curious. You can't look at the two guys fucking making out in a restaurant booth or something. It's like, who the fuck? I don't want it. You know what? I don't want my day to be so full of gay. Every day you turn on the news, gay. Just enough. Enough with the gay. Let them just lead their miserable lives like everybody else.
There's a story in the paper today, an ex-NFLer who played for the Giants, who was the second gay guy to come out after his career. He was the second, though. They had to say that in the article. Died. 57 years old.
Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good.
And I believe he had the HIV.
Oh, did he?
The ninja, the high five.
And his nickname was Sugar Bear.
Oh,
but
yes.
That's today's gay story.
That's today's gay story.
But he was the second one
it's all about the
to
gay.
announce he was gay after his career, which is different than announcing while you're still playing, which is a whole thing now.
That's probably hard for active. Like, now it's not as bad, but it's probably hard. And I think that's another reason, as much as I hate the NFL's fucking selective morality, they know that they're about to get probably a lot of gay players. Like in the next few years.
They already have a lot of gay players.
No, I don't mean that. I mean openly, like people who say it. And they're probably afraid that what's going to happen is, hey, faggot, all that stuff in the locker room, they're going to all of a sudden start facing lawsuits for a certain type of work environment. Because it's not like race. Like, guys will still say shit like that, where they, guys aren't going to call black guys a nigger in the locker room because you get your teeth knocked out. But they might not feel as threatened calling a guy a faggot in the locker room. And all of a sudden, a football team, after this fucking Richie Incognito thing, is going to have to face a player going, hey, this is a hostile work environment. Right. And then the lawsuits come in. It's all fucking tied to cutting off lawsuits.
But Charles Barkley said it best. He said, there's been gay players throughout history. And he goes, we all know it.
Yeah.
We all knew. This is not a big deal. Well,
hey, Vinny in the squad. Hi, how you doing?
What happened?
Hi. I just got a text. The squad's listening to the show.
Oh, nice.
Today.
Let's say hi to Larry in Washington. Larry.
Go get him.
Hi, Larry.
Good morning, boys.
Welcome aboard, Larry.
You were talking about how the people in the rest of the country, how they feel, and maybe you guys in New York City don't care. My wife resides south of San Francisco East, Asheville, North Carolina.
Wow.
And it is absolutely San Francisco East. And she cares very deeply. She spent a lot of money buying anti-gay literature, mailing it to every member of the Senate and every Supreme Court justice. And on more than one occasion, every time a new Congress comes out, she renews her mailing, to stand against the sodomite agenda.
Wait, your wife does this?
Sodomite agenda, okay.
Well, yeah, my wife does this, sure.
It's based on religion, right?
But of course.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? You agree with her, or does she annoy you with it?
No, I completely, totally agree with her. The Bible is unambiguous on that point.
That's true.
No gray areas when it comes to sodomites. It is called in the Bible abomination.
Absolutely right. And I guess I also think that if you don't honor your mother and father, you should probably be killed or whatever the original penalties in the Bible were.
Yeah.
Well, there were original penalties in the Mosaic Law, but the Mosaic Law had a purpose to identify sin and to let man know that there was no way man could live up to the standards of the law.
Don't people when they speak about religion sound kooky?
Yeah, it really...
I don't know. No disrespect, sir.
I'd rather not have an afterlife if this is what it's all about, is what it comes down to. I'll accept the fact that my soul turns off like a fucking computer. I don't give a fuck. I don't need an afterlife if this is what it means.
Though, if we're talking about religious freedoms in this country, which you're supposed to have, and rights, and the Muslim religion is allowed to practice what they want and whatnot, shouldn't this guy be able to read his Bible and say that gays are an abomination and speak openly and freely about it without the consequence of retribution?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like,
Sure.
I don't think what you're saying stinks, and I would hate to be you have your life, but I think you have every right to say it. Yeah,
of course.
If he doesn't like gay people based on his religion and what the Bible says, I'm fine with that.
But I think if you go out of your way to, if you go out of your way to lobby against other people's life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, I just think you're shitty. I just think you're a shit American.
Yeah. If that's what you believe, God, hold on. If that's what you believe, and that's fine, I'm not going to question that. Don't worry about it. God will take care of those people. Why are you getting involved? Who gives a fuck?
Will he ever?
Why do you have to? Why do you have to put your 2 cents into it?
Satan's pitchfork up your ass for fucking eternity,
right? And it's safe to say, Larry, that there's someone.
What the Bible says do.
But there's safe to say the odds show that there's probably someone gay very close to you that you don't even know about.
Or on the phone with you right now.
Larry, it's just silly.
Larry.
What are you doing? Like,
why do these people have to get involved? If you believe in God, God will fucking do his thing. Don't worry about it.
The creator of black holes and the universe and light years and space-time bending cares. If someone is sticking a dick in another fucking creature with the same genital, like, come on, dude, it's nonsense.
Cares?
Yeah, but see, that's not correct either.
Ugh.
I mean, it's not about like or don't like. It's about right and wrong. It's what we believe is right and what they believe.
Adam and Eve, Adam and Steve.
I know.
Once again, the show's not questioning what you believe, but why do you have to get so involved with it if God, in the end, will take care of all that?
Oh, he will.
All right, so then you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, he will. You're right. He's
I'm not worried
terrific.
about anything. You're
He's
thinking I'm worried. I'm not worried.
No, you're right. He's terrific. He's doing a good job so far. Terrific job.
All right, Larry.
You're a good point. Like you and your wife keep mailing out those flyers.
Hold on a minute. Tom in Virginia wants in. Tom, you're on with Larry.
Hey, Larry. North Carolina is like the barbecue capital of the world, and the Old Testament says you can't eat pork. So what are you doing there? You're just picking and choosing, man?
Well, the Bible says don't eat pork because pig is an unclean animal and it's not good for you.
What motherfucking shaman pig, like that Arnold from Green Acres.
But are you eating pork? Because that's against...
I mean, if you want to eat pork, that's your business. My wife doesn't eat dead pig, and she gets extremely upset.
You hear what he said? That's your business. But what about the other? That's
yeah, what
your
about
business?
the gay people? Why aren't you lobbying against
Right.
that?
If the gay people want to eat dead pig, let them eat dead pig. We're just trying to point out to our lawmakers that it's wrong.
How come you're not writing to lawmakers? Whoa, Larry, how come you're not writing lawmakers having these pork stores? Why not? Aren't you asking for them to be outlawed?
Because Mosaic law is not a requirement under the Bible. If you want to live properly, you will stay kosher, and you'll be blessed for staying kosher, and you'll be extremely healthy. But see, when we, like the people state of North Carolina, decided to change our constitution to not allow gay marriage. We don't allow it in the state of North Carolina.
I think it's a lousy move.
County,
and you, Larry...
Let me continue, sir, please. It's extremely important.
It's not important, Larry. It's garbage. It's garbage. It's nonsense.
Okay, all right. We got Pam on the line. Pam, you're on with Larry. You're losing your mind, I hear.
I'm losing my fucking mind listening to this guy.
It's his wife.
If you are a Christian, these people, these hypocritical fucking Christians that I live with down here in South Carolina, by the way, they go and they judge other people for what they love and what they believe in. You're not a Christian then. And the Bible is a fucking story. It's a story. It's a fairy tale. That guy's a fucking asshole. I seriously, I'm losing my shit listening to him. People like that drive me crazy. Mind your own business. Go sit in your room and read your Bible. That is a story, a fucking fairy tale, and highlight it and have your Bible study classes every Wednesday night.
Word of God.
And leave everybody else alone. Shut the fuck up.
All right. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm done screaming.
All right, thank you. Anthony in Staten Island. Anthony.
The Bible also mentions that God is the only true judge, and it shouldn't be up to man to do so. And it also tells you at what length you're allowed to beat your slaves. So I'm guessing slavery should be reinstated?
Larry?
I've already talked to you guys about slavery
Mosaic.
when you brought up that exact point, and I explained how slavery was in the Bible days, and slaves had
Bible days means the Bible, dude. That's where it's written, dude. If it's written in the Bible, isn't it supposed to be law?
But you're not understanding what I'm trying to say. I'm not talking about loving them or not loving them. I'm saying their actions are wrong. There's a difference between right and wrong. Their actions are wrong.
Bullshit my entire life. So don't tell me I don't understand.
Hey, look. You know what it's like? It's like, let's say, murder as a crime. Hey, it's like murder as a crime and speeding. You know, they're both technically you're breaking the law in some fashion, but gay is like murder,
right?
And you know, eating pork is like parking ticket.
Yeah.
No, but that's not what it says. That's not what it says.
Oh, Larry.
Let me ask you,
Larry.
Literal ass.
You'll know the answer to this. I honestly don't know. I've heard it debated, but you'll probably know the answer. How many times is homosexuality mentioned in the Bible?
I don't know how many times sodomy is mentioned in the Bible, but I know in the book of Ephesians it claims to be called abomination. And when Paul wrote to the church in Corinth in the book of Corinthians, he told the church of Corinth not to look down their nose on sinners against sinners because such
down the
were
balls
some of
on your
the
nose.
because they were looking down their nose at sodomites as being sinners. And Paul said, look, you were sinners as well. They need salvation. They don't need condemnation. Their own actions condemn them.
Who's salvation?
Savior.
Yeah, exactly.
So like salvation and Manny.
Yeah, Mannyvation and salvation.
Salvation.
You know, Larry, I know there's a lot of you're representing a lot of people's point of view in the country. You're not like, you know, I understand that.
You're not
I
rogue,
find it
that's for
embarrassing
sure.
and repulsive, and I'm sure you find my lifestyle and beliefs the same way.
Oh,
So,
sodomite.
fair enough.
Let me say hi to Joker. One more. Joker, L.A. or Louisiana?
Louisiana.
All right, you're on with
That
Larry.
guy's full of shit, man.
Uh-oh.
Why do you guys take Larry's fucking call? And I'm only saying this for
Opposing
the
viewpoints, sir.
Yeah, and Larry's not alone, dude. He's not the only guy who feels that way.
Yeah, okay, Jimmy.
No, but he's not.
There's funny.
He's not.
All
There's
the
huge
people in
amount.
North Carolina that are railing his wife while he's out there
Dude,
driving.
you asked why we take his call. I don't like what Larry says at all. I think it stinks, but you can't not take the guy's call. I mean, you know, it's like, what are we going to represent his point of view? He's got to do it.
He has a right to say it, believe it, and say it, his beliefs without consequence, I think.
Yeah.
As far as...
we just think he's wrong.
Yeah.
We don't agree with him.
I think it's pretty obvious we think he's wrong.
I think he needs a big cock in his mouth, but that's my answer for everything.
Stop jerking off here.
How childish was that? We both just said.
No, terribly.
Consequences, I do. I understand speech has consequences. I can get hung up on immediately by saying one thing. You want me to say it?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Sammy, you the man, buddy. You the man, Sammy.
He's not even in here,
He's not
Larry.
even in the room, Larry. As we wish we weren't.
It doesn't matter. Sammy's still the man.
Your big moment was a bust.
Oh, what a bust that was.
Exactly.
Is that the guy that likes Sam?
I think so.
Oh, see, we don't even know, Larry.
Yeah,
it's our channel. We don't even know.
We're not.
Larry is
that the guy who likes you or something?
That religious idiot. Oh
God.
See, we don't even know.
I know.
He was going for a big moment. You weren't even here.
You don't even know Sam is gay, Larry. Sam doesn't know he's gay, but
And it
he's
wasn't
gay.
a big revelation, by the way. There was a lot of people on Pal Talk right in front of me that was saying this is the Larry from Sam's show. So
everybody
we
hated
knew.
him. Everybody hated him before.
Yeah. Now they're really going to hate him.
Politically, but
you know.
I just don't understand why they have to get so involved.
Right.
If you believe in your God, your God will take care of all that.
Then, you know, go to church, pray for the gay people, pray for their salvation, pray that they find the right way to live their life, adhering to the words of God. But to go out and get literature and give it to people and say that you need to do things to interfere with their right to live is a weird. I don't understand that.
We don't know anything about Larry, but the odds are good that there's someone around him that is gay.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Whether it's an uncle, an aunt,
Larry himself,
a kid. I don't
who
know if they have
knows?
kids, but the odds are pretty strong. So how are you going to handle that if that ever comes out, Larry?
Well, you just disown them and never speak to them again.
It's just a bizarre way to live. To obsess that much over what somebody else is
Look at
doing.
this big queen. Just
For you guys can't see, but Kenny just sashayed into the room wearing an overcoat and a fucking crown. But if if that's what God is, and I don't believe that, then he's just.
A lot of people saying I'm a Christian, and I think Larry's a prick. So
he is a prick.
But all right.
There are people that adhere to that old school thought
they're dopes.
on the Bible, you know.
This started with the Michael Sam video that we didn't even really get to. So we'll do that after the break. And
see what happens, though, when you talk about the gay?
Exactly.
And this is what happens on TV, and this is why they push it and stuff, and we have to hear it every day. I don't care about the gay.
It's because there's people like, and I shouldn't say loud, but there's people that feel that way.
Right.
So, so we hear you got gays and go, all right, enough already, you're gay, we get it. But that's what they deal with.
It's hard to push that agenda on, people that really hold on to that Bible.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's in a way why you have to legislate certain like civil rights things, because you could feel how you want, but you can't have a guy not live the same fucking get the same rights as you have.
But the civil rights also protect people's right to religion.
I agree.
And it is. I don't think there's any not controversy. There's plenty of controversy. I don't think there's any doubt in lawmakers' minds that they do have a right to not accept the gay lifestyle based on their religion. So you got that weird church-state thing that is a quandary with like civil rights as far as black people in the 60s and 70s and whatnot. There's no religion that says that we should keep black people separate from no real.
But weren't they were using the Bible?
Of course, they were trying.
Same thing.
It was a little shaky there, But with the gay issue, it's a lot easier for them to grab the Bible and say, "Look, this is our right under our religion, which we have the freedom to practice here in the United States." To not accept the gay lifestyle.
Then let your religion pay taxes. How about that? How about your fucking religion and it pays land tax and pays tax on all that money they take in? Fucking, how about that? You want them to be listened to,
Yeah.
or they could shut up.
Well, they can shut up. I hear
We
you,
got to get
Jim.
the show back on track. We better go back into the Todd world.
Oh, please.
We got the Michael Sam video. We got the...
What's the Michael Sam video?
Oh, it's great. He's got a boner. It's hilarious.
But it's a tiny little
It's a tiny little boner. We'll play the video and discuss. Also, we got the Ted Nugent clip.
Oh, goody.
Going at it with Erin Burnett. Erin Burnett got her ass handed to her last night as they were discussing mongrel and everything else that Ted Nugent said.
Yeah.
You got to see the latest Rob Ford clip.
I didn't see it. I heard
It's all right.
Fire hydrant one?
I mean,
It's all right.
Look, it'll
He's done
be
better.
We could get
45
that-
seconds of radio.
But we could get that out of the way. He was celebrating the Canada's gold medal victory, and there was a whole bunch of press around him, and he's walking, and he almost like slammed his nuts into a fire
It
hydrant.
could have been better, yeah.
He says he injured his groin. I think
He didn't injure his groin.
I think he hit his
He
dick.
tapped it.
I think he hit his dick.
You
It's a
can't
little
tell on
tap.
fat people where the dick is, really. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
Is it up higher? Is it lower? The fat is there? I have no idea.
Somewhat. What is that?
Fupa.
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 Fupa, right.
Fupa.
F-U-P-A, right. Fupa.
Right.
I was thinking Fubar for a second.
Fubar.
Fupa.
He's
Fupa. All right, look, let's get it out of the way.
Fubar.
It's
But this is a real story?
Yes.
In Canada?
He hit his dick.
City Hall
For a moment
News.
today, Mayor Rob Ford reminded us all it's a good idea to always watch where you step.
They love him.
They're just surrounding Rob Ford.
He's a rock star.
Yep.
See, it's just a slight tap.
He's laughing.
Ford had a very close encounter with a fire hydrant while celebrating Canada's gold medal hockey win.
He's a rock star.
Yeah, he really is. Black people love him in like Toronto.
Yeah, because he's goofy.
He's the mayor.
He's the goddamn mayor.
And he's just sitting there going, I tapped my balls on this fire hydrant.
Hit my dick.
You know what I would have said to him?
What?
Walk much.
So Michael Sam is doing the NFL Combine. Is that what that thing is? Where they see how quick they are.
Oh, is that it?
They got to check your numbers to see if you're NFL material.
Yeah.
And he was kind of a bust so far, or he is a bust so far. His numbers are not that great.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he's the gay guy, so that's why everyone's paying attention to him.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
They should be paying attention. They should be paying attention to him because he's a player, but
a
now
player.
you put the gay in front of it, then wow, you get a lot more media attention, I guess.
Yeah.
He's an average player, middle of the road, right, Travis?
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I don't follow college football.
I don't either.
I've heard he's a mid-rounder, and
Right.
some people think he's overrated because he played a lot of shitty teams. So.
He's not a future superstar. We had her in studio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we had
Paul
Robin.
Patton.
We had Robin Thicke's wife in here.
Yeah, Paula Patton for the Tom Cruise movie.
She's fucking smoking, man.
Yeah.
she was
flirting with him.
ridiculously hot.
Divorced.
She was flirting.
They're calling it quits.
You think that this might be because of you, the divorce?
Yeah, I was getting vibes from her, and I'm like, it was weird. And I was like, she's got the Cruise movie. I didn't want to make a whole thing out
Got
of
a
it.
shot now.
He goes,
I'm going to wait.
Want.
I don't need to be dragged into litigation.
It's there.
They getting divorced after 9 years. There's a great picture of Robin Thicke. I don't know if you guys ever seen it. Is it from the MTV Movie Awards? I think.
picture?
And there's this blonde that wants a picture with Robin Thicke.
Uh-huh.
And he's got his arm around her. And he thinks he's getting away with a little something. He goes for the hiney grab. Now, if you're looking at the picture, you go, it's just a fan getting maybe a little too close to Robin Thicke, but it happens with these celebrities, right?
Sure.
There was a mirror behind, and you could see the full hiney grab.
Oh, my
And he
goodness.
is like almost trying to get a digit in,
Like
man.
fucking down low on the ass.
Here it is. Look at that. Make that bigger. Look.
Yeah, let's see that.
He's almost in there.
Where is he? Can't really make that out.
Oh, no, you could make it out.
Oh, my God. He's
He
underneath.
is grabbing her asshole.
But the best part, the picture on the left, he thinks he's getting away with something. Because that picture looks like, oh, look, no, he's just taking a picture with a fan.
Maybe that's the way he makes him smile for the picture. Smile.
Well, he's lifting her dress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she has a short skirt on, and it looks like he's trying to get
He's getting a little
digit in
stink
there.
finger for later.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to remember you.
She's a great little hiney, too.
So he's a bad boy, yeah.
His wife
he's
must
a bad boy, yeah.
nuts
Yeah,
when she saw that.
she's had it with him.
Yeah, she's too hot to be cheated on.
Had it.
That's it. I'm sure I would cheat on her.
They were together 9 years ago. She came in here for that. Yeah, like you said, Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Wow, she
That was on, right? Mission Impossible.
fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I guess the pussy's flying in for him, so he's just like, fuck this
Right.
marriage
blame him.
shit.
so Michael Sam, there's a video on TMZ Sports where he's going through his drills, and then he's walking away from one of the drills, and it looks like he's got a boner.
He's got something in his pants. It's
Looks like he's
pointing
got a
straight
boner.
out. It's not a cup. It's pointing straight out like a bobo dick.
Right. Look at this, Jimmy. And if it is a boner, he's not really packing much.
As we are now in the football evaluation portion
Right there.
of the
And right there.
Oh, boy. Oh.
Senator said he was eating.
Wow.
What the fuck? That looks ridiculous.
But it's weird because don't you know where your fucking boner is at all times?
Yeah.
Don't you tuck that shit up or something?
That's weird.
I will say that is a very
Strap it down?
feminine walk, too. He's got a very feminine little walk there down the field.
No, it's just that his quads are sore.
Is that it?
Yeah, a lot of drills. A lot of drills that'll make you walk
right.
like that. It's not sporting much if that's a... What else could it be, though? That's a boner, right?
It couldn't be a cup. It doesn't
Maybe
look.
plumped up a little bit, maybe.
Right.
Just needs to reposition
Yeah, you strap it down.
something. You pull it up, pull it down.
I got to do it. My fucking
Somewhere.
giant thing.
I was trying to teach my kid how to strap it down.
Oh, yeah?
And he just didn't want it.
Why? What is it?
He said it was hurting him.
Oh, boy.
So I said, well, if you... It's so weird what you got to do as a fucking father. I go, well, if you
Point
it up, and then you could kind of strap it down. And so
your underwear band, right?
Right. So he tried that. He didn't like that. He wants it, pointing down, even though it's
Crazy.
in the upright position.
That's painful right there.
Extremely painful.
Can't do that.
Can't do that, no.
Hells no.
Want to talk about Ted Nugent? The Nuge?
The Nuge.
The Nuge used to do our show a lot.
We had him on, and then we saw him at in
CES,
Vegas.
I think, right?
CES.
We liked him. He is very, very entertaining. And he used to do some radio, I believe. Mm-hmm. And he was very good at it. Because he gets people talking and thinking.
He can talk and talk and talk. Yeah.
So what's the story here with Ted Nugent? He went on CNN finally to kind of explain himself.
He's not an Obama fan.
And he's stumping for some Republicans.
Some Abbott. Yeah.
Stumping for some
Abbott.
of your... He's stumping for some of your boys.
Some of my boys. And
got himself in a little hot water.
Got himself a little hot water with... but the thing is, with either side, the Fox News is ready to just pounce. And MSNBC, CNN, and then all the rest are ready to pounce on the other side.
Right.
So they look for anything. And then, Ted Nugent's one of these guys. He says what he wants. Says what the fuck he wants. And, they're treating him like he's one of these guys that'll cower under interrogation.
Right.
But he didn't.
The reason I think he apologized at all is because the one thing they can take from Ted is they can distance themselves from him. That's all they can do. It's the same with Ann Coulter. They're like, Ann, she writes books, she'll get published, but they can distance themselves if you say something so crazy that they can't be associated with it. And that's why Ted, with this one, was like, all right, trying to do a little damage control, because he wants to be able to stump for these guys. He doesn't want these conservative politicians going, look, man, you're saying shit that I can't be associated with.
Right.
And he also knows, he's seen this shit. You can't just not say anything because the news spins it out of control, and that's all the people hear. And now you got his side out there. So he's smart in that way.
Well, Erin Burnett, I watch her on CNN. She tries to come across tough, but she's not that tough, really. And she was in over her fucking head with Ted Nugent.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Ted Nugent knows a lot of words.
He can talk.
He knows a lot of good words.
Boy, he tries to use them all in every conversation.
He comes across He's a bit of an ass at times.
He's a bit of a blowhard.
He's done it on our show, where we try to challenge him on stuff, and he basically tells us we're not smart enough to understand. So Jimmy used to do that great impression. Let Uncle Ted.
You just sit back and Uncle Ted was his S's, by the way, are fucking so distracting.
Cat scratch fever. Cat scratch fever.
Stranglehold too.
Yeah, stranglehold.
My S's are strangling me.
Dude, his S's are fucking really bad.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
So, I guess Ern asked Ted about the use of the word mongrel.
Uncle Ted.
I want to get straight to this question of whether you apologized or not. A lot of people still say,
who gives a fuck if anyone apologizes?
We're not sure. What's the apology count?
And we all know if someone does apologize, it's a fake apology.
Means nothing.
Because they're being forced to apologize.
Right.
Because their livelihood is at stake.
But do you see how dishonest she is, how she tries to get him into the conversation? If he said he's sorry, it's done, but there has to just keep going. She wants her opinion. She wants to weigh in.
I don't think it is done if he said, yeah, I apologize. That's the problem. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to get straight to this question of whether you apologized or not. A lot of people still say you didn't apologize. Did you mean it?
Aaron, come on. You've got this English language down really well. I bet you understand when the question is, do you apologize? And I answer yes. You don't really have to ask that question again, do you?
But I want to understand why you used the word mongrel when you did.
I'll tell you, I've been a cop in Lake County, Michigan since 1982 or thereabouts. I conduct federal raids with the DEA and ATF and the U.S. Marshals and the FBI and Texas Rangers and the heroes of law enforcement. And we're rearresting fugitive felons who are let out of their cages after murdering and raping and molesting children, carjacking. We keep going after these guys. The adrenaline is something like you'll never experience. I hope you never have to experience it. But when we're done with these kinds of raids, we get together and our hearts are broken that we have to face these monsters, and we call them mongrels. We call bad people who are destroying our neighborhoods mongrels. I knew of no racial reference.
Mm-hmm. I don't believe that he knew of no racial reference. He might have meant it not racially, but come on, you're not stupid, Ted.
Yeah.
But again, it's just, he's doing damage.
But also, you gotta sit there and defend yourself.
Yeah, of course.
And here's another thing is, if you don't like somebody, you'll call them the worst thing ever. So why do we think we're going to hold back a couple of notches?
Why do we make believe that doesn't happen?
Right. When you're mad as a person, you don't go, boy, I really can't stand this person, but I'm going to pull back a couple of notches on what I say, especially like privately or something. You'd say it anyway. You're going to say it. People didn't like George W. Bush, and they called him fucking Hitler. Yeah. Just terrible things. But because he's a white guy, it can't be misconstrued as racist.
I wasn't a big Bush fan, but to call him Hitler, that's pretty brutal. That's pretty fucking brutal.
That Hitler word is thrown around, too, like to the point where it doesn't mean anything anymore. Like racist. I mean, I get called racist constantly.
No.
I don't even fucking give a shit.
By that guy in the mirror.
Right. You racist.
He called Obama a mongrel, right?
Yeah.
All right, so is that worse than calling Bush Bush Hitler?
No. I think they're both extremely offensive and whatever. But if you're angry with somebody, don't put this phony morality on your anger, because it's fake. People, when they're pissed at someone, they will say or think awful things about that person, and words do come up. I mean, the most liberal person in the world, I don't give a shit. If somebody does you wrong, you're going to look at them and pick the worst possible fucking thing you can call them, and at least think it.
It continued.
Let me ask you about something else you said about the president, though, since you're saying there was nothing racial about it. I'm hoping you can explain a certain word here. In that same conversation that I played for you where you used subhuman mongrel, you also said this.
A lot of people would call that inflammatory speech. Well, I would call it inflammatory speech when it's your job to protect Americans, and then you look into the television camera and say, what difference does it make that I failed in my job to provide security and we have 4 dead Americans? What difference does that make? Not to a chimpanzee or to Hillary Clinton. I guess it doesn't matter.
Chimpanzee?
Yeah, Aaron, I appreciate you playing that. Do you really think that I reference any race It is a primate. I call my buddies in my band chimpanzees when they miss a good guitar lick. Come on, give me a break on that. I referenced no racial overtones there whatsoever. I was referencing people who would look in the camera with...
I don't fully believe that.
I do not believe him at
yeah.
all. I don't think he was trying to be... I don't think he's being like black people are chimpanzees, but I think he said that about Obama.
And why can't you?
I'm not saying you can't. I don't believe his explanation.
But for her on a news program to be like trying to get him on language like this, who gives a shit what he calls fucking Obama? He's a guitar player.
Would Erin Burnett be questioning Nicki Minaj the same way about saying nigga 42 times? Of course she would.
42 times?
Yeah, I think so.
What did Jesse Jackson call Obama?
He said he's talking down to niggas. I'd like to rip his balls off.
Right. How about you get him on there and talk about how he was talking about ripping the president's balls off? How about that? Instead of Ted Nugent, the guitar player, the Detroit City madman.
Instead of just words, that's like a violent...
That's a violent
act. He imagines he would like to do.
He has a lot more pull with people than Ted Nugent does. I mean... It's just hypocrites.
Overtones there whatsoever. I was referencing people who would look in the camera with there's 4 dead Americans in Benghazi and refuse to be accountable and say what difference does it make. In fact, my whole life is dedicated to my black heroes, my black musical heroes, and you know that. I have not a racist bone in my body. That's the Saul Alinsky propaganda ministry running amok like your goofball friend Paul Bagala, who claims that I has been. I just celebrated my 50th greatest tour.
Ted, I know
50
one thing.
years. Number one guitar player in Detroit last year. I'm a black guitar player from Detroit. Get over it.
All I know is that if I called the president, who is a black president, a chimpanzee, I would and should be fired because it is a racist thing to say.
I didn't call the president.
Well, then who are you referring to?
Never called the president a chimpanzee.
Not to a chimpanzee or to Hillary Clinton.
Not trying to.
Who's the chimpanzee?
You think I hesitate? People who support that it doesn't matter 4 Americans are dead.
People who looked into the television camera and said the people you're referring to. Well, I will leave it to our viewer to decide whether that was a direct reference to the president or not.
It was, and I think Ted. It was. I don't think he was thinking black people. I think he was just in one of those things where you'd say something stupid or lousy about someone. Thank you.
Yeah,
that's all it was.
But she's trying to get.
But he can't own up to that one.
She's trying to get him.
Yes, she is.
She's trying to get him. Got you moment.
She's trying to get him.
The news loves that got you moment.
Don't they ever?
Don't they?
Good for fucking Ted.
I like the way he handled him.
There's a little more.
I wanted to ask you something that obviously is personal to me as well, and that is that this isn't just about the president in terms of the things that you say and how you say them and the tone that you have for your base people. Women in particular, here are some of the words you've used to describe Hillary Clinton. I obviously can't say them on this program, but they include the toxic C word, worthless bitch, and 2-bit whore. These are all things you've used to describe her. And my issue is whether you agree with her politics or not, there are people who listen to you and care deeply about what you say. How can they not be offended by terms like that?
Well, Aaron, I have a very important advisory board. I've got 9 wonderful kids and 11 grandkids, and they're constantly telling me over the years, Dad, honey, quit calling people names. So I'm stopping calling people names.
Are you going to say that you're never going to call people names again?
Live on Aaron.
They're there trying for the gotcha moment, and she's going to get it too.
Say, and for the record,
right?
Oh God, everybody's got to be.
You used to have the right
on the record.
You used to have the right to be offended in America. Remember those days?
It's just
you used to have that right.
The right
now it's just not okay.
Again.
Live on Aaron Burnett out front, CNN. Ted Nugent, remember the Alamo, February 24th, 2014. I'm not going to call people names anymore. However, I have a little escape clause here, because when I'm on stage singing Wang Dang Sweet Poontang, would you give me permission to go overboard on occasion? Please tell me you will.
I think that, to me, I mean, I know you're trying to make slightly light of this, but to me, these things are not light at all, because in the country that you talked about,
shut up.
To
very serious,
cause
very
hate
serious.
and create more polarization is a horrible thing to do.
You're right. My children, my brothers, my sister, and my wonderful wife, Shemaine, have told me that over and over. And I think at the tender age of 65, I think you're absolutely correct.
She's a fucking phony.
She stinks.
Shut up.
I don't make light of this. Fuck you and your biased network.
Polarization.
Shut up.
Get a black guy up there and talk about the polarization that the likes of Reverend Al and Jesse Jackson and the NAACP and the Black Panthers. And get them up there and talk about the polarization, you phony fuck. Fuck her.
We got a call
Toxic
coming in.
Cunt.
John in Ohio. John.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
Yeah, I just want to say that Erin Burnett is the biggest fucking hypocrite. She called George Bush a monkey on TV.
Did she? I heard that, but I haven't seen
Can we
the clip.
find that clip?
There's a clip on YouTube.
All right.
Let me.
Sam Roberts, if you will.
But
Works your magic tickle the old ivories over there?
Well, that's okay because Bush is white.
Well,
White,
if
I
he would have
guess.
said that to her, she would have said, well, he's not a black president.
She was saying about calling people names. That's fucking her calling him
All right.
names.
Yeah, she doesn't like the name calling. Let's see what Erin Burnett once did.
Well, Nicolas Sarkozy is in China, which, of course, is also trying to become a financial capital of the world. And in honor of his visit, the Chinese have announced $30 billion of deals. There he is. I mean, who could not have a man crush on that man? I'm not talking about the monkey either. I'm talking about the other one.
Yeah, exactly. What? A monkey? Who's a monkey? What's she talking about?
Wait. Monkey in the middle. All right.
I don't know. What's she talking about, Willie? I think she's still jet lagged.
That's my president. I don't know who she's talking about.
Well, I know she's not talking about
Why are you talking
him.
about Angela Merkel like that? I don't understand. All right.
Yeah, she's attacking Merkel. She's our ally in a time of war.
Yep. Erin is trying to be light there.
She's trying to
and
be
this
light.
polarization is not really healthy between
boy.
What the fuck?
She was just trying to be funny and it
They're all
failed.
hypocrites.
And look at how they all backed up. Who does she mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Play the rest of the clip. It's just about done.
Listen, my dear, let me tell you something. When I'm jet lagged, I just take
Leave her
Ambien, some Tylenol PM, and I sleep it off, okay?
It was my stop in Riyadh, and it just made me insane.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, there you go. You were doing a little name calling there yourself, Erin Burnett.
Don't call him a monkey.
There you go.
You can't call people things like that without a racial implication.
I would imagine when Ted Nugent said mongrel, he was kind of having a little fun with that.
Oh, boy.
Right?
Or chimpanzee?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Sure sounds racist to me. Oh, that's right. Bush is white.
Yeah.
So you could say anything.
Yeah.
Ah, boy.
I don't take this lightly.
Fucking 15-yarders.
Jesus. I knew there'd be a spin there.
Back on his own 1 yard line.
Is Anthony back on his own one? He can't seem to move that ball forward at all.
Exactly. His own team is talking to the referees.
What did we say? First and 85 or something?
Yeah. Shit.
Anyway. All right.
Wow.
That was some good TV last night, though, for sure.
Everyone needs to get over it.
Oh, what is that? Your Get Over It song?
It's an Eagles song.
Oh, okay.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
It's one of their newer ones.
No, I didn't like that one.
It was okay. I didn't love it. Some of their sappier stuff I didn't
You
like.
saw the rest of the
I did. I
documentary?
enjoyed it a lot.
I finally saw the whole thing, too.
You can see Henley and Fry are a little bit of pricks, but those are the guys that kind
Fry
of...
more.
Maybe, yeah. I think you're
Don
right.
Fry seems like he's a big prick.
Don Felder was stupid.
And Don Felder just should have let it go. Because when they got back together, I guess Glenn Fry and Don Henley said, look, we wrote most of these fucking songs. We're going to take a little bigger piece of the pie. And Felder especially was not happy about that.
And also, they were like, say, well, we're the ones that kept the music alive. Like, they were the ones who were out doing gigs and, like, fucking won a Grammy.
They had successful solo careers, which just kept the Eagles' name alive. Yeah, absolutely.
And Don Felder did not care for that.
No.
There's a big lawsuit to that. That wasn't in the documentary. I read that after on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
It was like a $50 million lawsuit. They probably all hate each other now beyond repair.
Are they still touring?
I don't know.
I think so.
They got back together in '94, so they've been doing this for 20 years.
They must love that payday.
Since getting back together.
It's like, look, we'll just put up with each other's shit.
I love a good rock documentary, though. It was good.
Rockumentary.
Glenn Fry was... and Jerry Maguire, I forgot. He had a scene with Tom Cruise, although he was on the phone.
Oh,
so I will guarantee he never saw Tom Cruise during the filming.
Only scene?
No,
Was there other scenes?
No, I'm not sure.
I don't.
Get over it.
I didn't like that one.
The best is the Smuggler's Blues fucking
I like that
episode
though.
of Miami Vice.
It's a guilty pleasure, that dumb song.
But the Miami Vice episode.
Yeah, well, he was running
in
some
that.
drugs in the plane.
Oh, yeah.
Drug runner, I think.
Yep. He was the
Bus
drug
Stand
smuggler.
Smuggler's Blues.
Oh, yeah. Boy, what a cheesy-ass show that was.
Get over it.
Pittsville, Tennessee. What's up, Matt?
How you doing, Matty?
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you all?
And they are still touring. People are calling with that. That's unbelievable.
Yes, they are still touring. They came to Knoxville, I guess, a couple months ago, and they actually put on a phenomenal show. Played all the hits. It wasn't a bunch of garbage that people...
Well, what else are they going to do? Of course they're going to play all the hits.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you this. They were kind of doing this thing where Glenn Fry came out first with Don Henley, and that they went through this whole storyline about how they played together for the first time, and then they'd play a couple songs, and then another guy come in, and they'd tell a story how they met him. And I'll say this: Glenn Fry is a douchebag.
Oh,
that's all.
Why is he such a douchebag?
You could tell on stage that he was a dick.
You could tell on stage from
Yes.
fucking... How far away were you?
Language, I was probably 30 rows back.
Oh, and you could tell.
I could tell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm no body language expert, but
He kind of gives that vibe off.
Yeah.
So.
He does. You could tell he's a pompous asshole.
What was it? And to be honest, he's great in the Eagles, but I didn't like his solo stuff at all.
No, you didn't like Smuggler's Blues?
No, what is that?
What was the other song he had?
I think he's fucking terrible.
He
solo.
had, they had the other one in the documentary.
He had the other one.
Fuck. I don't know. What's another Glenn Fry solo song? He had a few.
The heat is on.
That was him, right?
Oh,
The
right.
heat is on.
No, a terrible song.
But it was a huge hit. That was a huge song for
What
a
was
while.
that from? It was from a movie,
Beverly
right?
Hills?
Beverly Hills Cop?
Beverly Hills Cop.
It was,
Damn,
right?
that was a huge
That was a huge
fucking
song.
Terrible day, yeah. But this reminds me of every type of music I hated in the 80s, the dumb horn.
You can do this, the 80s dance.
Right.
I'm going to do the 80s dance. Yeah, this was a big hit in the 80s.
Sure was. Let's go to Danny in Jersey. Danny.
Yo.
Hey, buddy. Hey.
Hey, listen, I didn't know if you're done kicking Erin Burnett around, but she kind of omitted a good clip of Obama when he appeared on The View, using the word mongrels to describe African Americans.
Obama used the word mongrel? Do we know this?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you could look it up. I saw it on a great website that I go to.
What site is that, sir?
That's not too bad. It's actually just a conservative site. It's
Yes, it's a conservative site.
I've never heard this clip, so Obama used the word mongrel.
Yeah, he said, I don't know verbatim, but he said something like there's sort of a mongrel society or sort of a mongrel something. But you should definitely check it out.
Can I see that clip, Charles? Thanks.
Yes, before you're fired.
The big Glenn Fry song is The One You Love.
What's that one?
I don't know.
Sarah, who's this? Glenn?
I don't know. We'll have to go. We're
Don Henley?
We're doing two things at once right now.
Henley?
Is this Don Henley? I enjoy your music very much. I do very much. Glenn Fry was marvelous, but Don Henley was really the heart and soul of that band.
Here it is.
I love this program.
To follow up on Whoopi's question, you do not describe yourself as a black president, but that's the way you're described. Your mother was white. Why would it be helpful, or why don't you say, I'm not a black president, I'm biracial?
Well, you know, when I was young and going through the identity crises that any teenager goes through, I wrote a whole book about this.
Yes.
Did you? God, the ass slapping.
It's the president.
All right.
You know, part of what I realized was that if the world saw me as African American, then that wasn't something that I needed to run away from. That's something that I could go ahead and embrace. And the interesting thing about the African American experience in this country is that we are sort of a mongrel people. I mean, we're all kind of mixed up.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
See, it's just all bullshit. It's all over the place.
Only they can use the word mongrel, I guess.
I like Barbara for asking.
That's got to be 5 yards. That's not even.
Yeah, it's a 5 yarder.
Mongrel's probably 5 yards.
I like Barbara Walters for asking anything about race, though.
Yeah, she was fucking tiptoeing through the tulips, though.
No, but it's still.
You hear a voice?
With her stupid bracelets rattling.
What you're a black man. Can I say that?
I like the
it would have been better TV if Aaron Burnett had Ted Nugent with the mongrel thing and then plays this clip.
Yeah.
That would have been some pretty solid reporting right there.
Ted would have went
and then have a nice discussion about it.
Nice.
Do you have the radio of this? I asked Sam to find the radio. Can you just listen to Ted for 1 minute? Like, you couldn't pick it up in the video clip, but just listen to his voice. He's unlistenable when he talks. But just the radio piece of Ted Nugent apologize.
Mediaite. Like those guys.
I like that song.
Subhuman mongrel is a derogatory term. Most people agree with that. Did you cross the line by calling the President of the United States of America that? And if you saw Barack Obama, would you apologize to him for saying that about him?
Yes, I would. I did cross the line. I do apologize, not necessarily to the president, but on behalf of much better men than myself.
Oh, wow.
Like, the best governor in America, Governor Rick Perry, the best attorney general in America. God, just think if America had an attorney general.
Got a little canary on his shoulder.
Like we do here in Texas. So on behalf of those professional politicians and those who put their heart and soul into representing we the people so accurately, like the gentleman I just mentioned,
wow.
I apologize for using the Street Fighter terminology of subhuman mongrel instead of just using more understandable language such as violator of his oath to the Constitution, the liar that he is. The president lied when he said we can keep our doctors and we can retain our health care, period. And that his Department of Defense and Department of Justice called the Allah Akbar terrorism at Fort Hood workplace violence. Those are the real offensive occurrences in America. So yes, Ben, I apologize for using the term subhuman mongrel, and I will try to elevate my vernacular to the level of those great men that I'm learning from in the world of politics.
Wow.
That's unlistenable, right?
Yeah, it really is.
Wow.
I was just waiting for the next S word.
Is he a tweeting motherfucker? Holy shit.
More on the... Oh, my God. Okay. Learned a lot here today.
What you drinking, buddy?
What happened?
It's Chip focusing on stuff that's not going on. It's not going on with the conversation.
John in Pennsylvania. John.
Hey, I don't know if you knew, but Nugent, I think, was the one that told her to bring that clip up of The View. That was his suggestion to the show.
Wait, he did?
Yeah.
He said, I thank you for playing that.
Wait, no. Did he ask during that interview last night?
Yeah, they kind of prefaced it by him saying, oh, the reason I'm on here is, like, I told you to go grab that clip from The View, and they actually did. You know, so he was, like, thanking her for actually getting that. Also,
wait, so they played the View clip last night?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and also there's another thing. I mean, it's off. I guess it has to do sort of with this, but Nugent also brought up how the CNN won't even mention or name Richard Pryor's best-selling records. Just because of the names.
Yes, I did a whole blog on that when I watched the Bio channel, and they actually blocked out the word nigger in Bicentennial Nigger, and that nigger's crazy. Which, hey, look, that was 75 or 74 and 76. They were two brilliant Richard Pryor albums. That's what he called them. That's what that genius decided to call his records.
And taken in context, how could you find that offensive?
So weird.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye, guys.
All right,
Bye-bye.
thank you. The language in this country is just getting ridiculously
especially since
weird.
Since Bicentennial Nigger was sarcastic,
right?
And it's a fucking like dripping with contempt, and to take that away because you think it's a dirty word is such a removing the statement of what this artist had to say. It's really enraging, really annoying.
All right.
Weird place we're at with fucking language here.
I can't even say fudgesicles sometimes.
Oh, you can too.
I've said that
anywhere.
many times.
You know what I say?
What?
Get over it. Get over it. Yes, they do. They continue to prove why they were the first supergroup.
It's going to be good.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. What happened?
Glenn Fry saying making out? Like they just tell me this Mad magazines. What song is that?
Making
What do you mean you
out.
don't know what?
I don't know what song it is.
You brought it to the show.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. I don't want that stuck in my head. Making out. Oh, too late.
I don't remember it. I'm sorry. Somebody tweeted it and I said it.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda been making out.
I tell myself I
Making out.
coulda, woulda. Wait, I don't remember it.
Right, enough of that.
Yeah.
It's going to hit every fucking landmark of New York
Right.
City in one night.
Cares.
As he just wanders around.
Yeah, the city. What's he doing? Where he's going?
He's cruising.
He's just cruising for some cock.
Exactly. He's going to a movie theater.
He's just cruising around.
Most people have somewhere to go.
Right.
When they're out in the city.
He's going to get blown by some guy who won't pay him. Then he'll see Ratso Rizzo.
Yes.
All right. We should promote that Robert Rodriguez will be here.
Yes.
In a little bit. Promoting From Dusk Till Dawn, the series.
The series?
Oh, wow.
On the El Rey channel.
He needs to...
What's the El Rey channel? Huh.
What the hell is that?
Just another fucking channel.
Find out. We'll find out from him.
And maybe some 90 Day Fiancé talk as that show is officially over.
I saw the final
Maybe.
episode, yeah.
And how was the Hulk Hogan coming back to the WWE thing?
Boy.
Was it a bust?
Oh,
We hate talk. We hate talking
talk.
wrestling on this show, but we might have to talk for a few minutes about it because.
And don't worry, it's Hulk Hogan stuff.
Well, that's why we have to.
Yeah.
he
Was it
came
great?
out. He
Wait,
came
no,
out
we'll talk
in
about
the
it.
Hulkster
was-
transcends wrestling.
We'll talk about it after the break, and then we got another vomiting shit ship.
What's that?
There's another vomiting / shit ship.
Oh.
You should have said, what's that? What's that? See, it's shit ship. Ship.
Sam's over there drinking peas.
Oh.
Stop talking about the drink. Nobody's talking about that.
Hulkamania. Oh, boy.
There's a remix of the song with Jay-Z. With you belong to the city.
Yeah.
In the
city. You belong to the city.
That's right.
Yeah.
City belonged to me.
Oh, God.
Boo.
There's no way there is? No. What? How did he ruin this song? This wonderful Glenn Fry. Oh, no.
He covers some dumb songs.
No, wait, hang on. Let me...
He sped it up a little bit, huh? Oh, no, there he is.
Really thirsty. The big. Welcome, big. Yeah, it's true.
What's he act?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, in one of those songs, they say, and now you find yourself in 82.
Right.
So that's when it was. So it's longer than 30 years.
32 years.
32 years.
I got some math skills.
82.
Oh, yeah.
1982. First Supergroup Asia had a few monster
That's
hits.
this song.
Yeah, he literally said that as you were saying. In
as I
one
said
song,
it.
he says
One song, it was this song. Okay, very good.
Their new song is called what?
Valkyrie.
Yeah, I knew that. I was just making believe I didn't. No.
You're a big Asia fan, right?
Of course, I knew. It was for the listeners because they're asking. So that was my way of just including them in the discussion. So,
easy.
Whoa. Oh, we're getting through the commercial first? Okay,
Yeah.
we can do that.
You could turn the audio off.
Commercial.
Why? Give them a free fucking commercial.
Why?
Because we don't have commercials on.
Yes, we do.
But now people think we have cool sponsors. Because we have Honda.
companies.
Right.
Honda.
Valkyrie, official video, new studio album coming soon.
No good.
Valkyrie.
What?
I don't know. Contrived fucking name.
What? A lot of bands kind of like using words like Valkyrie and
they
stuff.
do,
you
right?
know. Oh, what are you doing, man?
Already sounded
Does it
shitty.
start right away?
What do you mean they're already sounding shitty?
I hate Asia.
Let's see where you are in 32
That's good.
years.
You're fired. So fired.
Not the continent.
You guys ready for the video?
Fuck yeah, I
am
can't see it.
so
Sam's
ready.
hogging over there like he's all greedy.
So ready.
And it says official video.
Go full screen, yo.
Yeah, come on, Sam. Stop making it small.
Okay, yo.
Right.
Here we go. Brand new Asia for everybody.
Valkyrie! Oh, yeah. God damn.
There you go.
He's on a beach. He's dressed like David Brent in his music video.
Yeah, he really is.
Sounds like Enya.
With a cello.
Yeah.
All right.
There's the Asia sound.
It's just this guy standing there.
There's so much going on.
Oh my God! There's so much going on with that
First of all, they could only rent a shitty beach. Did anyone else notice how bad the beach was?
Beach he's strolling on
because no one else will shut down their beach for the Asia video.
He really didn't keep himself in good shape.
No,
and it looks like it's filmed on camcorders.
And he's got his shirt open.
It's
go back.
It looks like Jerry's pirate shirt.
Yeah, go back to the shitty beach. Look how shitty this beach is.
Sunglasses.
It is very David Brent.
Yes.
It's like a parody.
Yeah, it's terrible. That white shirt. Black and white cello player.
Look at all the rocks and seaweed.
Would you swim there?
No.
He's got his hands in his pockets.
Horrible hair.
Straw hair.
They're just walking. And he's on the beach. Oh, this is awful.
Why? Why is it awful?
I don't relate to their lives.
No.
He pointed at himself when he said me.
Comes from me.
Oh.
And the rest of the band is just walking around.
Yeah.
In other locales.
He's looking over like a little seawall.
A shitty seawall.
Now he's looking at the water.
They didn't even rake the beach to make it look nicer.
Oh, wow.
There's somebody walking in the background.
They can't shut down the beach.
They couldn't even clear the shitty beach.
There's no lighting.
No.
Oh, this is fucking bad.
Wow. Here comes a big car.
Black and white walking through San Francisco. There's some clouds.
Stock footage of fast motion clouds.
If I can get that cloud footage, I can make a whole movie around it. I can make a whole feature.
Nice, right?
The guy's still putting his cymbals on his drums.
The song's half over and he doesn't have his drums set up yet.
Just like Mr. Bean. Oh, this could be the worst video I've ever seen.
Why, man? Look at those clouds.
Now he's still on the beach, but he's in front of some
just
rocks.
More shitty rocks.
Hands in his pockets.
Doesn't this look like every fan that comes up to ask for a picture?
Yeah. Who's he singing to?
Just Opie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so bad.
Oh, the song is bad.
You don't like it?
No.
What is Valkyrie?
Oh, that's a thing.
Oh, now there's more cloud footage. How cloudy is it? How out of touch are these guys and they thought this was good?
Oh, this guy's getting off the subway.
A dead person getting off this. Looks like fucking Def Leppard's bassist getting off the subway.
And obviously the young guy was just brought in.
Yeah, these guys are fucking old. Wow. Oh.
You like this?
No, he's got a fat guy goatee, so you can't see his double chin.
Just horrible lighting.
Yeah, I know.
Just horrible.
Oh, it's the
and they're
worst.
not going for something there. It's just horrible lighting.
Yeah. It's picture blend into picture.
He's barely lip syncing. Long cross.
Why his hands are in his pockets?
And why wouldn't you use more of the beach?
Look how fat he is.
And why are these guys just walking around somewhere else?
Oh, look at another fat one walking around. It's Dusty Roads. Where's he going? That was just an ocean. Nothing happening on it. It's a lake, an ocean, whatever it is.
Looks like there's a bit of dementia in the band.
Yeah.
The one guy looks like he's not sure where he's walking
Just
to.
wandering around.
The opening of The Shining. What's happening?
Yeah, what is
More
this?
water, nothing going on.
This band got old and fat.
The obligatory guitar lead. You got to just put fast motion clouds, more fast motion.
Right, a lot of
this
fast
is
motion shit.
Abominable.
More clouds. More Valkyrie.
Look at his hands are half in his pockets. His thumbs are sticking out.
Yeah.
Now he's walking and reflecting, guys.
Look at his belly sticking out.
Look at the shitty beach.
That's horrible. Look at this, like an oil slick on the side.
Yeah.
Big rocks.
There's a fucking dead goose with oil on him. This asshole singing to some German fucking plot to kill Hitler.
I don't even know what this song's about.
Nice beverage.
More fast motion shit.
Back to the black and white
cello.
The supergroup didn't even get together to film the video?
No. No, the one guy attempted to put his drum set together, and that never happened.
That never happened.
The other guy was wandering the streets, not sure who he is.
Looking fat off the train.
And then the other guy looked like he was dead.
Great news.
Bad. What?
It is getting some real numbers.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, it's been up for 11 days.
Nice.
And it has over 8,500
what?
100 hits.
Oh.
That's not bad.
Say million.
That's bad.
That's bad.
It's a slow build. That's all right.
No, it's terrible.
It's not bad. Come on.
Valkyrie!
Yeah. I like it. Wow, that video wasn't good.
No, it really was not well done.
Why was he just standing next to that shitty seawall the whole time?
Dude, with his hands
or an old
in his
dock
pockets.
or something.
Could you put on
pylons?
Could you put on an old video so we could see like the contrast of what they looked like?
Give me a little Soul Survivor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Soul Survivor.
Let's see the difference in videos.
Soul Survivor.
Yeah, he was really heavy in this. I hate the fact that he was wearing that white David Brent shirt.
Oh, the David Brent shirt was fucking great.
That's live, Sam. We want the official video.
At least we'll see him.
Yeah.
Look at how much less fat he was in this video.
Is that
happens to
him?
all of us.
Valkyrie! That is going to be stuck in everybody's head.
Oh, my God. Another live version.
Yeah, I don't see a video for it.
Maybe there wasn't a video.
That song was made for Honda's new car, the Valkyrie, supposedly.
Oh, boy.
What are you doing? These are all live.
Yeah, maybe there's no video. There's no video up.
Wow, yeah, since these guys jamming.
You can't even tell who was who.
No.
There.
I like the headband, the 80s headband.
Come on.
Maybe that's the guy that got off the train.
Do you like his 80s headband, Dana?
Whoa. No, I think it's stupid.
Is this the video?
No, let me hear this. Oh, man, he's running. Big keyboard rig.
This doesn't hold up.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, he was a lot slimmer.
Much slimmer. Because remember how fat he was walking on the beach?
With his hands tucked into his pockets?
Yeah, very fat.
He's chubby there, too.
He is
What are you
a chubby
kidding?
little bit,
right?
Big square microphone.
He doesn't go up.
He looks like Biff in the alternative future.
Yes, alternative future Biff.
He wasn't able to hit the high notes back then.
He sucks.
Let's say hi to brother Joe.
It's terrible.
What do you say, Joe?
Hello, Joseph.
Yeah, I always hated Asia. Never liked that band.
Come on.
First supergroup.
They were awful.
Supergroup.
The writing was terrible.
Supergroup.
Everything about it was horrible.
Soul Survivor, Solitary.
Soul
You got to give them respect. If they didn't invent the supergroup concept, you wouldn't have other
Really?
supergroups. True.
Exactly.
Right.
That's true. That's about all. That's about the only thing that they did that was worthwhile, in my opinion. But you guys did. You guys see? You guys see U2 on Jimmy Fallon the other night? Oh,
I did.
The
yes.
one where they were on the roof?
the Invisible video. Yeah.
Yeah. Was that
What'd you think? What'd you think?
As far as U2 songs go, it's all right. I like it, but I don't know. I think it's missing that cool hook that the U2 has been doing lately.
I hope they had a permit to be up there.
All right, Chip. Calm down.
I think they're doing. I think they're screwing up in that they're not taking the right track and putting it out there. Invisible, as far as like a single, sucks. There's a song called "This Is." If you get a chance, check it out on YouTube. It's probably the best thing they've done in the past, 20 years.
Better than that last big hit. What was that fucking...
Vertigo.
Vertigo. Better than Vertigo?
I like that one.
Come on.
This is...
Or Elevation.
Oh, you guys are good. Fuck yeah, they're good.
This is real good. Ordinary Love was all right. We're in the midst of learning all that crap.
Ah, what are you learning it for, Joe?
Well, Ulysses on the 8th. We're
nice
in the city again. Yeah, downtown.
Invisible. It's all right. I don't hate it, but
I wasn't that impressed. You know, Bono said one time he was talking, said in an interview something like if they have 2 bum albums back to back, and we know what No Line on the Horizon did. If they have 2 bum albums back to back, they're going to pack it in.
Really?
Which would probably be the best thing for us. It would be outstanding for us when
you two now and forever.
Yeah, I think they're going to be around for a little longer.
Yeah, I don't.
I want to hear this. Stay on the phone, Joe. It's called This. Yep. What is it called again?
It's a song called This Is.
This Is. I got it.
This Is Asian cover. I don't know what that means. It's recorded at Electric Lady. They have the Electric Ladyland studio sign in the back.
All right, hold on.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
You're saying the best thing they've done in 20 years.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I like the song. I really like the song.
All right, let's hear.
I like that song. It's no Valkyrie.
It's Valkyrie. It's no Valkyrie.
It's no Valkyrie.
Oh, man.
What?
Maverick.
Very bad song.
It's not a bad song, man.
You enjoyed it.
It's fucking... They're
Valkyrie.
still doing it, man.
Thanks.
They're not doing it.
They're still doing it 32 years later.
Down. Now, that's a song.
And the band is tight as ever. You can tell by the video.
They're not even in the same state.
That's how tight they are. They don't need to be on the beach together. They got things to do. They know where they're at with their relationships.
They can't even be on the beach together, yeah.
No, man. That guy's like, look, I'll walk the beach. You go fucking...
You try to put your drum kit together.
You go to the train.
Yeah.
You just go to the train, walk around.
We're all good.
And the young kid that wasn't even born when we were actually first playing this stuff, you just walk down the sidewalk.
Right.
Yeah.
We need some youth in our video.
Yeah.
They couldn't get one. They couldn't hire one girl. They couldn't get one.
There wasn't one chick in the video.
They couldn't get a rake to rake up the seaweed on their shitty beach they were able to find.
Throw some rocks away.
Right.
That one person wandering in the fucking shot that they had to use. Who wanders into your camera shot and you don't just redo it?
It has nothing to do with the video.
No, it's good. It will look like there's things happening.
Right.
Normally they retake that stuff.
They were losing. They were losing light.
Boy, were they
from the beginning of the video.
Right.
Yeah, and then they were like, "Oh, we lost light. Well, we're going to shoot anyway."
Doesn't matter. Finish it.
They gave themselves an hour to film their video as the sun's setting.
It was filmed in real time.
Right. What do they call it? The magic hour.
Yes,
they
decided magic hour.
Their new video needed the magic hour of light, natural light. I think that's what it's called in the business. I don't know. Joe, where'd you go?
Yeah, I dropped the call. The call dropped. I'm driving my daughter to school.
I like This Is, and you know what? I don't know this album yet. I'm getting lazy because I'm a big YouTube fan.
Yeah,
always have been.
No Line on the Horizon didn't do what they expected or anyone else expected them to do, especially with the with the 360 tour being as large and huge scale it was. It just didn't do what everyone thought it would do.
Right.
2 songs came off that, Magnificent and Get on Your Boots. Those were the only ones that
those
really
aren't like
play, and they weren't huge hits. You know?
No, I didn't like Get On Your Boots.
Elevation.
Well, we'll be doing Elevation at Ulysses, downtown Manhattan, on March 8th.
Nice.
We have obviously, March is huge for us. It's St. Patrick's Day. We're heading down to Fort Lauderdale and playing a whole bunch down around Baltimore, down at where Looney's. 2 times, 2 different Looney's down in Baltimore on the 17th on St. Patrick's Day, and but for the local people, the March 8th thing at Ulysses is going to be quite huge. We've been like capacity in that place every time we play it.
Nice.
Round up, stop down, man. The band is 1,000 times the last time you saw it. The last time you saw it was probably at BB King's, right?
Yeah, I gotta see you guys. It's been way too long. Joe's U2 band is ridiculously good.
Fucking great.
It's unbelievable.
Not U2.com, still video.
Not U2.com. Very good.
All right, man.
Thanks.
All right, Joe. We'll see you soon, buddy.
I'll see you Saturday, Ant.
Cool.
There's a Glenn Frey cover band. They do like the solo stuff. Get over it.
Oh.
And they're performing in Pittsburgh this Friday.
What?
Oh,
That's true.
Really?
I don't believe that.
It's at the Carnegie Music Hall. Big bunch of Glenn Frey and Eagle covers. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I do all the instruments myself.
We got more info on the U2 song that Joe just turned us on to.
Oh.
Sean in Brooklyn. Go ahead, Sean.
Hey guys, what's up? Love the show. And there was a group back in the '80s called Aslan. They're from Ireland, and that was the name of the album and the main song.
Is it the same song though? Because sometimes.
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. I just googled it. Yep.
How do you spell the name of the band?
ASLAN.
ASLAN. I've never heard of these guys, and they have a song. All right, I want to hear if so. You two's doing a cover.
Yeah.
How do they get away with stealing this song like that?
It's a cover, Sam.
Man.
There's a difference, Sam.
It's a cover. That's a big difference than just stealing a piece of a song to fill in between going, yeah, yeah.
Oh, let me see this. A little bit.
Okay. This looks old. Real old. They look okay.
85.
Oh, everyone did.
85.
It sounds like Bono. It's creepy. What the fuck?
He's stoned.
How fucking weird is this?
That really sounds like. No, that sounded a little squeeze-like.
Sean, thanks, man. For real.
Got it.
Holy shit. Sean in Brooklyn with a nice find. And that was Edge.
That's pretty cool. I never heard of these guys. No one else did either.
That's pretty wild. Sounds like Bono for real.
Yeah, there's parts where he definitely sounds like him.
Wow, I never heard
that
of
falsetto.
Aslan. ASLAN. Is that how you spelled it?
Yeah.
Guess no one else had either.
No kidding.
With 3,000, about 4,000 hits on that song right there.
It's no Valkyrie.
Valkyrie.
What are you laughing at, Jimmy? It's just nonsense.
Reading
Is it hashtags?
Oh, the Todd Show still?
Hashtags is still rolling in.
You should have took it as a nice, fun joke. Now it will never stop. Oh, my God.
These are the...
A sucker fish on a guy's cock.
That's a sucker fish. That's great.
They have a terrible... Someone said the Todd Show stinks.
It stinks.
I want to give a shout out to John Minnelli, who's listening to us these days. And he was writing about our comments about the Todd Show on the New York Radio message board.
Oh, was he?
Oh, yeah. I think he's in agreement for the most part. It just sucks that they just recycle the same shitty radio over and over again. It's amazing to me. You guys want to run down the 20 greatest supergroups of all time?
Oh, God.
No.
Are there 20?
Why wouldn't you want to do that?
Two.
Are there 20?
Yes, of course there are 20.
There can't be.
Terrible.
What?
All right, rounding out the top two. There can't be. It's snowing.
It's Guitar Magazine. Is it snowing again?
It's snowing in D.C.
Come on.
So I don't know what that means for our area.
It's Guitar World, I guess. Mac _ Tampa on Twitter just sent this to me. GuitarWorld.com. The 20 greatest supergroups of all time. What's wrong?
I bet they're not going to be supergroups. We're
Why?
gonna go like, why is that a supergroup? What defines a supergroup? I think you have to have a couple of people from other bands come together and have a hit song.
What's wrong, Sam?
Number 19 is Blue Murder.
Who the fuck is that?
What about number 20?
I don't know.
Who the fuck are you?
Who's number 20?
Started with 19.
Bucky Dent.
No, go backwards. There you go.
Chicken Foot is 20.
Chicken Foot is 20. There you
Sammy
go.
Hagar.
And Michael Anthony, right?
It's Van Halen.
That's Van Halen.
Just
With two other guys.
All right, keep going.
It's not a supergroup.
I say no to supergroup.
19
Murder?
was Blue Murder with the vocal debut of Whitesnake guitarist John Sykes.
Oh, no, then he ran Infinity Broadcasting.
Yeah, what happened? Right? What a tool.
He didn't understand WoW was his first meeting with us. We're going to have to do something about this WoW thing. I'll never forget.
Are we?
Yeah, God forbid we get your fucking radio station logo on every car in the New York City area.
How come it is?
Not every car, but...
Oh, yeah.
Damn Yankees, yes!
Ted Nugent.
Damn Yankees.
We got a little Sticks in there.
A little of everybody.
What else do we got?
A little taste from a bunch of people.
What other bands was in there?
Night Ranger.
Of course.
Ranger.
And
Sticks. Ted
Michael
Nugent.
Cartelloni
Yeah.
on drums.
Let's keep going.
All right.
Doesn't have to take
Supergroup
forever.
Right there.
Them Crooked Vultures, of
I have
course.
no idea.
Yes, of course. Keep going.
Okay.
Fighters.
Black County Communion.
What? That's like shit to me.
If Asia's not number one, I'm going to flip
Asia's gotta be
shit.
number one.
Oysterhead.
Oysterhead, of course.
Primus and Fish.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
The Highwaymen.
Johnny Cash.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Chris Christopherson. Waylon Jennings.
And
That's
Waylon.
that's a super.
That's a
That's a
badass,
big band.
That's a badass supergroup right there.
Yep.
Not the first.
Mr. Big. Remember Mr.
Oh, my God. Mr.
God.
Who was
Big.
in Mr. Big?
The band included Billy Sheehan.
Yep.
From David Lee Roth. Paul Gilbert from Racer X. Eric Martin and
Jerry Sherbert.
No, Pat Torpey from
Here we
the
go.
Knack.
But
Here
how
we
are they
go.
higher than the Johnny
They're
Cash
not a
one?
supergroup.
Yeah,
They're not even a supergroup.
Not
No,
really.
they're a group.
Yes, they're a group.
12 down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phil from Pantera.
Yep.
Yeah.
Temple of the Dog.
Yes, huge supergroup.
All right, that could be considered a supergroup.
10, Perfect Circle. Yes.
All
You got a
right.
Smashing Pumpkins dude in there.
Asia's number 9.
Oh, man.
The fuck?
And it doesn't even say in the description.
Description.
Yeah, it doesn't even say that they're the first.
They didn't want to insult everybody else.
That's crazy.
Weren't
Everyone
they
just
the
knows.
first to do it?
They didn't. Yeah.
You don't like that they're number 9?
No.
Get
over
Shit. They're very old.
They didn't want to rub it in. You know, everyone just knows they were the first supergroup.
Look at this asshole. Look how old he is.
He looks weird.
He's the one that was wandering the streets.
He's the freaky-looking guitarist guy.
Right. All right. Go ahead.
The Firm.
Better than Asia.
Who's in that?
You had Jimmy Page, I
Jimmy
believe.
Page.
You
Paul
had,
Rogers.
yes, Paul Rogers.
Paulie Rogers from
Chris
Bad
Slade.
Co.
Right.
From Manfred and Tony
Manfred Mann.
Franklin.
Right.
What? All right.
Blind Faith.
Eric Clapton, Ginger Baker. Isn't that Cream?
That's not a supergroup. It was before.
It's no
Come
Asia.
on.
You're right, Sam. It's no Asia.
Audio Slave.
Yeah.
All right, little Soundgarden.
They just switched singers, though.
Yeah.
Rage.
Little Rage.
With the Soundgarden guy.
Brad Wilk,
Chris
yeah.
Cornell, which has really...
Velvet Revolver.
Yeah.
Scott Weiland.
That's just Scott Weiland.
Slash.
Yeah, you had the Guns N' Roses guys with Scott Weiland.
Scott Weiland with guns.
It's Guns with
Yeah.
Scott Weiland.
Pete Clydesmart's in that one.
No, he's not.
Traveling the Wilburys.
That was huge, dude. They had huge hits.
Jeff
Yeah,
Lynne,
Dylan,
George Harrison, and Petty.
Kyle Bunce.
Crazy. Kyle Bunce.
Kyle Bunce is in it.
Who's Kyle?
Number 3,
Bunce?
Bad Company.
A new name on Twitter, I know. That's for sure.
Rounding out the list.
Who's in Bad Company? Yeah.
That company is a supergroup?
From what?
From the band Free.
Yeah, there was Free vocalist Paul Rogers and drummer Simon Kirk.
Right.
Decided to put together a band with King Crimson bassist.
In the court of the Crimson King.
I hated King Crimson.
Yeah,
Greg Abelson was in that band.
And Mott the Hoople guy.
Oh, man. Well, I didn't know Bad
I didn't know
Company
Bad Company was a supergroup. We
They're
learned
not.
something today.
We finally learned something.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Ah, Crosby, Stills. What?
What happened?
You hit the
What
button.
happened? All right, I'm on. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young
Yeah.
came
And then-
from
Well, there was
Crosby,
Crosby and
Stills,
Stills.
Crosby,
And then
Stills,
Nash,
Nash,
and then
and
also
Young.
Young.
Is that Neil Young?
Yeah, you got Neil Young, and then you
I don't know
got
if you-
fucking Stephen Stills was in
Well, David Crosby was in Birds. I know
Birds.
Graham Nash was in the Hollies.
Graham Nash is in the Hollies, right.
Steven Stills was Buffalo Springfield.
Not the first supergroup, though.
Not the first.
No, I don't
Number
think so.
one? What's number
Let's go to
one
number
now?
one. It's got to be Zeppelin.
Come on.
It's Cream.
Cream.
They were...
Strange brew.
They were popular.
Again, Clapton, Ginger Baker. But then who are the other guys?
Nobody's really.
Jack Bruce.
Oh, Jack Bruce.
I have...
And Fred Appleton, I think, was in this one, too.
I have major problems with this list.
Well, what's the first problem?
Asia should be number one.
Asia should be number
for
one.
For inventing the concept.
Yeah. Valkyrie. Valkyrie. That song stinks.
Yeah, it's not good.
So bad.
As opposed to good.
Shit.
We have time for Hulk Hogan before the break.
Yeah.
Before we get ready for Robert Rodriguez.
A lot of excitement last night.
So Hulk Hogan has made his return to the WWE. What the fuck is the WWE doing?
I don't know.
How long do you think he's going to be around for?
Well, he's coming back for WrestleMania.
I'm think the Ultimate Warrior will be back?
You must have been psyched, Sam.
To fight him?
I don't know if they'll fight, but Warrior's going in the Hall of Fame this year.
Oh, God, the Hall of Fame.
For
what?
Are you are you still a Hulkamaniac?
In my heart, I am.
Remember when the Warriors' makeup would all come off by the end of the match?
That's how you know it was a hard-fought matchup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but Hogan is based on the promo that he did last night, he did nothing. And he's obviously just back to push the network.
Yeah, but it's so weird the way he responded when they complained.
What did he say?
Get over it!
Fuck.
Maybe we should tell the Todd Show to get over it.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of really being vicious.
The hashtag, the Todd Show, is still going strong.
Oh, yeah, it is.
We haven't forgotten. We just got to move on to other things for now.
That's making me laugh a lot.
I know. They're just coming in a lot still, huh?
Oh.
Let's see the big return of Hulk Hogan last night.
I am a little worried that they're going to move this into him wrestling again.
Do you think he should?
No.
Why?
He's beat up.
He's complete. You could see him when he's walking.
He's broken, right?
His knees are all fucked up.
His back is
dumb
destroyed.
leg drop.
Yeah.
Make it big, Sam.
With the return of Hulk Hogan.
Did they know he was coming?
This was a big deal last night.
Oh, he's got his song. Look at him, he's doing his
Hulk
dumb
still
shit.
rules.
Oh, he's got the feather boa. He's doing the ear thing.
Hulk rules.
Look at Hulk.
He's got his bleach blonde extensions in.
Yes, he's doing the little hand to the ear. Is he going to tear his shirt off?
No.
What?
He doesn't tear the shirt off.
No.
Oh, that's not good.
You think it'd be funny if he started flubbing his words a little bit in the middle of the promo?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he didn't do that, did he?
Wait, what are some of the... What's this song? This song's terrible.
That's his
I'm
song.
a real American.
Yeah.
I am a real American fighting for the
What's that
rights of every
song?
man.
Yeah, I am a real American.
It says, you got to take a stand. It don't hurt to hide.
It's a good song, but it's no Valkyrie.
Oh, that's true. There should be a wrestler named Valkyrie.
I can't wait to see him do a big angry promo. The rips in the back of his shirt.
The stairs up to the ring have one of those little seats with the motorized that he comes around to get into the ring.
Like Tony
No, they
Soprano's
don't.
mom used to.
Yeah, exactly. Shut up, Chip.
He's in the ring.
Oh, my God.
This is where he tears his shirt off, but you're saying he's not going to tear
rules.
He's not going to tear the shirt off.
Hulk does.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, Mr. Oh My God is in here on Friday.
Oh, wow. That's true, yeah. He's using a hurricane. It stands up on its own.
He did get a big standing ovation, didn't he?
Yeah, when Hogan returns to WWE, it's a big deal.
How long has he been gone?
I think 5 years or so.
Are they going to play the clip when he cries because he can't see his doggy from the boat?
Glasses.
Get to that today.
It looks very 80s.
Oh,
It does, doesn't it?
Thunder lips.
Thunder lips, yes.
Oh, this is so much fun.
Baby.
Well-deserved ovation. Hulk Hogan's home.
How much of the song are they going to play? Everybody's done clapping.
It's a standing O.
They're sitting already.
They are, aren't they?
They're relaxed. They're out buying a program.
You don't think that's his real blonde hair hanging out of the back of his do-rag?
Look at the Barbie hair hanging out of his bandana.
Barbie hair. It really is.
So he's there to celebrate the launch of the WWE Network.
Ah, the network.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I hope he doesn't start talking a bunch of smack.
Uh-oh.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Whoa! And then he stops to
Applause break.
get the applause for saying,
that's his thing.
But who's
let
he
me
talking
tell
to?
you something, brother.
Everyone. That's his catchphrase, though.
Is he going to do the read for Rent-A-Center here? Does he do that? No?
Everyone all around the world in the WWE universe, and especially as my witness,
Hulkamania
right here in Green Bay,
has
Wisconsin,
returned.
brother.
Yeah, brother.
That tonight marks the turning point of my career.
Oh, really?
I am officially
the turning
home,
point.
brothers.
Oh, he stumbled.
You know, 30 years ago,
Oh, boy.
I was part of something very, very special.
A marriage.
Something that turned into a global phenomenon. The first ever WrestleMania.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, the applause is getting less. You're right. We don't
You know,
care.
history was made that day, and history's being made right now with the launch of the WWE Network. That's why history is being made right here with everybody in the WWE universe.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Less than
That's so
applause.
funny. They edited this. This must be an international feed of it.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
really?
Because last night he came out and said, with the launch of the WWE Universe, because the WWE Universe is launching the WWE Network, which is being launched by the universe.
Ew. Wait, we got to find that clip.
Yeah, this must be an international, like...
Oh, Sam, this was your only job.
Sam.
This is it, huh?
That's the only reason we're playing this.
Well, he continues.
The applause are really getting low now.
Lower and lower.
Yeah, they're just
They
ready for the
really
next
don't
match.
want to hear this.
Who's fighting next?
It was like, all right, that was fun for 2 minutes.
fickle.
Now who's fighting?
Yeah.
Right.
They give him this giant ovation. He starts talking, and they're like, yeah, maybe
They were
the
like-
Hulkster wasn't all that great.
They thought there was going to be like a storyline happening, or he was going to call somebody out or
Yeah.
something.
Right.
It's just kinda-
and me gotta wrestle this out.
Yeah, exactly.
And he
Hey,
just-
brother.
Someone should come running down the ramp, dive under the ropes, and just tackle him and start pounding him in the face. And then people would be like, ah! But he's like, just, and make sure you pick up your action figures.
Right, Tip your servers.
All
.com.
right, we don't have to play the rest of it.
I
Is
wanna
there anything
hear
else
it.
in here?
Yeah, it's the Hulkster.
I want to hear the
And
Hulkster.
I'm proud to say my Hulkamaniacs were a huge part of helping launch
Your
the
Hulkamaniacs are
WWE Network.
40 years old now.
Is he rock a Hulkamaniac?
All
big
day
time.
long,
Oh, yeah.
I've been walking around like
If that means
proud
fat.
Papa Jack.
Did he see
knowing
this?
That the
Yeah.
then and the
He's
now
out of breath already.
and the
Yeah.
future
Yes.
of the WWE is going to be immortalized.
Immortalized.
I can watch great matches with a living
He is
legend,
out of breath.
Bruno San Martino. I can watch the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. I can
He's
watch
just shilling.
Yeah.
316 Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, man.
What about Bob
And I can
Backlund?
watch The Rock, Jack.
Oh.
But the
yeah,
most
big deal.
important thing is the then and the now and the future of the WWE Network.
Oof.
Bad,
And
right?
The future of the WWE Network is WrestleMania 30, brother.
Everybody's just trying to applaud because he's the Hulkster.
Every time he stops.
It's the turning point of my career. And I'm so happy
Can he
to
watch the
finally
Macho Man?
be back home.
No.
I've got another huge announcement.
Why not?
That I
Macho Man's
am
dead.
the official host for WrestleMania 30, brother.
Oh, these fucking
And I
mutants.
can watch
The big boss man.
So in closing, I've only got one question to ask you, maniacs.
I know what it's going to be.
What you gonna do?
Oh.
What you gonna do when Hulkamania, the WWE Network, and WrestleMania 30 runs wild on you, brother?
Damn. Oh, now
You think he knows that
flexes.
stunk?
Now he flexes and he does his hand thing to the ear.
Oh, this music is terrible. That was horrible. Do you think he knows that stunk?
Come on.
No, I
this is
think he
great.
probably thinks it was awesome.
Da, da, da. He went backstage and they were like, man, they loved you, Hulk.
I want to hear the flubs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We want to hear the flubs.
I just got a.
They loved you, Terry. What a great job. They loved you, Terry.
Just like the old
really?
days.
Yeah. You know, brother, it felt like the old days out there. You know, and I saw my little dog from the boat at a house I couldn't even stop at.
You enjoyed that?
I loved it. I basked in it.
So it's one of the greatest clips.
Oh, it's fantastic.
They weren't allowed to touch a dog or he'd be breaking some fucking law. Hey, Sam, so the WWE Network, you could just see all these old matches and wrestlers, right?
Fuck yes.
For example, like, I don't know, Chris Benoit. You can now just see all his great matches.
I don't know if
on the WWE Network. That's kind of cool.
Should we?
I think they're going to include him.
I don't know.
Did you join already, Sam?
Oh yeah, dude. I was watching it all day yesterday.
Your whole collection is fucking shit.
That's it. All your videos now mean nothing.
Why would you watch all day?
No, I wouldn't watch. I wouldn't watch ever.
Look at this.
Look at what it is.
We just turned on the network and they're showing the Shockmaster.
The Shockmaster
Go
through the wall.
You're not gonna watch this all day.
Oh, you can't find what you want. You have to.
No, it's both. It's a live network and it's.
Let's watch the Shockmaster.
Control of his bedazzled stormtrooper helmet.
This just happens to be on right now.
Come on, you want a piece of me? We'll see you at the Fall Brawl. Until then.
It's just a glittering stormtrooper
Make it to Fall Brawl.
That's what he looked like after.
The shocking one stumbled out of WCW for good a short time later.
Oh, man.
His legacy,
what a
however,
bomb.
hasn't faded away one bit. In 2009, the Shockmaster got a tribute of sorts from DX.
That's a pretty good recreation.
Yeah.
Do you think that was embarrassing when it happened?
Oh gosh, it killed his whole thing.
That was great. It killed his entire gimmick.
Do you think wrestlers like that clip?
They love it. Oh, if you talk to anybody in the business about the Shockmaster, you'll make an immediate friend.
The Shockmaster was great.
I want to see it again. I'm sorry to the audience. I know you're tired of it.
Oh, what?
Chris Benoit, where is he?
No results were found.
Well, you spelled Benoit.
That's how it's spelled.
Oh.
Wait, they just...
Why wouldn't they have him in there, though? I
They
mean,
have him. I think he's just not
they-
searchable.
Try this.
They wiped him from the history of
Put
the
in,
WWE.
M. U.
Okay, U.
No.
R.
R.
D.
Okay, D.
E. R. E. R.
Oh, I know what that spells.
What?
Oh, I'm not. They don't have
smells mudda.
Oh, see.
Wow.
Yeah, no, they have him on there, but you can't.
Shockmaster.
Oh, look at this, dude. You can get all the Shockmasters matches.
Wow.
Nice. Look at all
It's
the
amazing.
Shockmaster stuff there is.
What do you got, Eric? You
Hey,
came
Rock,
in.
you got this?
I guess you can't search for Chris Benoit, but anything that does have him in it has a disclaimer at the beginning of it.
That this guy's an asshole
right here
for killing his family.
This guy killed his family, and we don't condone killing of your family.
The following program is presented in its original form. It may contain some content that does not
That's
reflect
every program.
But it also has the channel blocking thing on,
Yeah,
specifically on the stuff that he's in. I played like the ECW
Yeah, if you don't want to
stuff,
see a
which
guy
is
that killed his whole family,
sex violence, whatever, and it doesn't have the
You
disclaimer.
have the right to just block it.
Will you, have you already joined up for this network?
As soon as they took my credit card, yes.
Oh,
What's wrong with you
Have you been
guys?
watching wrestling?
I watched a little bit of it yesterday. It hasn't worked for the Xbox yet. I think it's going to be today.
Are you going to
but-
watch it?
Yeah, I was watching some on my phone yesterday.
How does this launch fine, but fucking Obama's dumb healthcare site just fucking crash it?
Still has problems.
You could get the every Shockmaster match, and that's fine.
That's no problem.
Yeah. Amazing. The
You can
government.
get the best of the Red Rooster if you
Oh,
want.
wow.
Could you find Hulk Hogan fucking up last night? Because they edited that video.
Did you like Hulk's return, Eric?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
He
You
was
know,
a shill.
I got
if you
hulked up.
remember,
Just shilling.
it's one of his heroes.
Right.
It is. How do you not get goosebumps when that music hits?
I get douche chills.
Chills, you mean? Yeah.
I'm a real.
I'm a real American.
Have you watched him wrestle in person, Eric?
Yeah, during his last run.
How good was he?
You didn't see him when he was in his prime, huh?
No,
Can he still get that leg up?
no, he doesn't do the leg drop.
Why would he? It sucks. The leg drops
He's
awful.
very stiff.
Big fat leg on someone. Buzz off.
He does the high kick where he throws someone into the ropes, and then as they're running back, he lifts his leg up.
Worst move ever.
He doesn't really hit like in the face where he used to.
Yeah.
It's just like it hits
him in the
side.
shin.
Yeah. Hits you in the gut, and you pretend he hit you in the head.
You mean when they throw against the ropes? I used to love when they would run back and forth and cross each other across the ropes.
Good news, guys.
Oh, good.
It was edited. This is how Hulk actually sounded last night.
Let's hear.
A global phenomenon. The first ever WrestleMania. You know, history was made that day, and history's being made right now with the launch of the WWE Universe. The WWE Universe has now launched the WWE Network. That's why history is being made right here with everybody in the WWE Universe.
He covered.
Universe and the network.
He covered. He covered well.
Uniwork.
Whoops. He got himself out of it.
You didn't see that one, did you, E-Rock?
Yeah, that was last night. That was the first thing on Raw.
Oh.
That's how they started the show.
That was exciting, huh?
He flubbed.
Wow.
All the Bob Backlund stuff.
Look at if you want to see hours of Bob Backlund.
We see Chief Jay Strongbow and somebody else running across the ring. That dumb sound of them running. Duck, 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 bounce. Duck, 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 bounce. Crossing each other. Chief Jay Strongbow's
so stupid.
Why couldn't he line up his move properly?
I don't know.
They keep missing
So
each other.
frustrating.
Did you like Chief Jay Strongbow, Sam?
No.
I enjoyed him when I was a kid.
You liked him?
Yeah, he was one of the greats.
Do the Indian dance.
Yep.
I mean, he was, a little old.
Tomahawk fucking thing.
There you go. Plenty of Chief Jay Strongbow matches.
Nice.
Chief Jay
Wow.
Strongbow versus Paul the Butcher Vachon.
There's 4 matches.
I haven't scrolled down yet.
Andre the Giant
Andre
versus
the Giant.
Chief Jay.
Yeah.
That's
Crazy.
some Chief Jay when he's doing the Indian thing. Running around. Fucking.
Yeah, go to the Andre the Giant one.
Can I ask?
And just
what
go right
this
in the middle of the
costs?
video.
$10 a month.
$10 a month.
And you get all the live pay-per-views for free.
Whoa, motherfucker!
So it's worthwhile.
That ain't
WrestleMania
bad.
30.
That ain't bad.
Oh,
Robert Rodriguez is here.
Robert Rodriguez is here, so fuck you
we
and
were
your
supposed
wrestling.
to take a break before Robert Rodriguez.
What time is it?
Too late
It's 9:30.
now,
We
right?
should just bring him in.
Oh.
Too late now.
I gotta pee.
I'm gonna pee too.
What?
Wait. You're gonna, if you leave, I leave.
I'm not leaving.
Take a what? No.
Should we take a quick break so we can
Take a
pee?
single then?
I'll be
How
all
long
right.
is a single?
Quick break. For real. Robert Rodriguez next.
Leave your penis alone. The Opie and Anthony Show is back on.
Got Robert Rodriguez making his way into the studio.
Yeah, get him.
Come on in, Robert.
Yeah.
They
Come
sent
on
me
in.
That NutriBullet, I'm throwing it out.
Hey, there he is.
What's up, Robert?
Take a seat.
How are you?
Right there. How you been?
It's been a while, man.
Yeah,
we haven't
it
seen
has
you in a
been.
while.
You've been busy.
A little bit, right?
You're a working guy. Working writer, director, editor, music guy, everything else.
How did you launch a network?
Man, it was tough. It was actually a really great opportunity that came up. I was doing my movies, and then there was an opportunity. Comcast had a network that was up for grabs, and I went and put a pitch in for this network, and we got it.
Wow, that just seems like let's put a pitch in for a network.
It seems like a lot of work. Who wants to work that hard?
It's fun. It's fun.
Is it?
Yeah.
You have a direct pipeline right to the audience.
Exactly. Right. What's your vision for it? Like, what are you going to include?
Well, I wanted the network to be just built from the ground up and be really, curated. So we have. Like Quentin called me the other day. He said, "Man, I was looking for something to tape, and I thought, who's showing Starsky and Hutch?" And I looked up, it was your network. And then tonight, I hadn't seen that in forever. Then tonight, I'm taping all of them. And then tonight, my favorite 2 kung fu movies are on: Avenging Eagle and Chinese Boxer. So yeah, we had a bunch of cool stuff coming up. A bunch of Grindhouse films, a bunch of movies that were classics of the genre that people don't really give a lot of love to, and we're going to really highlight them and really educate people on what they are. So everything you turn on the network for, it's that people actually from the network love that stuff. It's not just sitting there.
When we talked to Quentin, he talked about his movie nights and stuff, and it kind of sounds like the stuff that would be played at his house on those movie nights.
Yeah, anything that we used to go and string up a 16 millimeter and watch.
Yeah.
And go point out where these other movies came from. It started with this one. That's the kind of stuff we're showing because it's not expensive, but that becomes your brand identities that you're telling people about these classic shows, cinematic television series that you're always fans of, like we have X-Files and Starsky and Hutch, Jim Cameron's Dark Angel right now. And then, classic films, cool films, grindhouse films, rarities. And we're going to have a double feature of El Mariachi and Reservoir Dogs, our first films, coming up pretty soon.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And then From Dusk Till Dawn, launching From Dusk Till Dawn, the series.
The series, yeah. What's this about?
Well, Quentin's never been on television. I've never done television. And we kind of held this back because we didn't really want people doing our shows on television unless we were really heavily involved, which probably never would be. But when you got your own network, then it's kind of like, there's no interference. You can just go make it however you want and whatever you think it needs to be and put it and let the audience decide, not a bunch of executives. So it's really
that's kind of cool.
Really awesome. So you just think, got an idea, let's put it on the network, try it. The audience digs it, we'll keep it on. If not, we'll try something else.
It's called El Rey. It's like Spanish speaking, or is it just aimed at a Latin audience?
It's English language, but it's aimed, I want it to be sort of like an English language Hispanic network, but much in the way that when you see Desperado or Dusk Till Dawn or Spy Kids or Sin City or Machete, those are Latin films, but you don't think of them as that way because they're for everybody to watch. That's kind of what the network is.
Isn't that where the Gecko brothers were going?
They were going to Mexico, so that kind of draws.
El Rey.
They're going to El Rey.
Yeah, okay.
So it's called the El Rey Network. It's this mythical destination that you always dreamed about.
Yeah,
and they're trying to find all the time. Well, now it's here.
That's cool. How is the series going to work? Because obviously in the movie, let's just say they don't both make it.
We took the movie, and Quentin just has the best characters. I mean, you could populate the entire series with these characters and just have them riff in their way. And those characters were so memorable that rather than just do a new story, I thought let's relaunch that story and retell it in a completely different way. The whole season takes place from dusk till dawn, so it only it happens very fast, and it's relentless. It's about 10 episodes. And it retells stories with its characters in a completely different way. There's new characters that get added. Different things happen to the characters you remember, so it doesn't turn out the way you remember.
Okay, but it is that same Dusk Till Dawn, that same night.
It's that same night, with different things happening.
And you're seeing outside of the titty twister, other places that are happening.
Other places.
Oh, okay.
It takes like half the season to actually get to the bar. There's a lot more story involved. And
did you have a little better luck with the set this time?
We've had a great time with the set. Did not burn
last
down
time
this
it burned down or something.
It was really trippy to go back to that set and restage things so that anyone who's a fan of the film will be surprised by what happens to who and how. And then about halfway through the season, it turns into new territory because it's really to reset it up for the next seasons that come and have a much deeper mythology into the sort of Mayan cult of this vampire type cult that we have.
And you get like a series onto your own network. How do you get a network onto different cable outlets? Like Oprah even had trouble making her network kind of known. And how do you get it from, like, now it's on Time Warner, but now it's going to be on DirecTV? And how do you get it on these things?
Well, it started as being naive helps a lot. I mean, it started as a Comcast network, and then I could take it around as like a business and go to Time Warner and go to Dish and go to DirecTV and sell it to them. And that was going to take some time. But Univision saw that we were doing an English language Hispanic network, and so they wanted to be in that business. So they invested in us and brought with them their distribution, which they're distributed everywhere. So we'll eventually be in every place that they are. But this year we'll be in 40 million homes.
Jesus, good for you.
So pretty awesome.
Righteous.
So people. That's why Quentin called me. He didn't even know he had me on his network. I mean, on his cable service. People might just go check because they probably already have it.
Right? Yeah.
Because it's on the first tier of basic cable. So it's pretty exciting. So that was kind of why I wanted to launch Dusk Till Dawn, because I thought that would be a name that people recognize.
Exactly.
And would come look for it and discover the network, and then they would now have a connection to us and see all the other programming we're putting on.
With Clooney and Tarantino doing the Gecko Brothers in the movie, what was kind of your criteria for casting for the show? Did you want him to kind of be like them or a little departed?
They just needed to have that star quality. We had to go really big with the casting. So everyone was so fantastic in that film. It set the bar really high, which was really exciting to go take
even
that
the
on.
Small peripheral players were just fantastic. The poor son of a bitch in the liquor store. What's his name? Because he's great.
Michael Parks plays Earl.
Well, he's the guy behind the counter.
Oh yeah, that's John Hawkes. He ended up getting an Oscar.
He wound up in so much stuff after that. Yeah. And every time I see him, still I go, "Hey, it's the guy behind the counter in Dusk Till Dawn."
He was a kid from Austin, I knew for a long time.
Yeah,
the guy who plays the sheriff in the Texas Ranger, Earl McGraw, that was Michael Parks. That's now Don Johnson.
Don Johnson,
and then you go and you get DJ Catrona as Seth Gecko, who's also someone who was right on the brink of stardom, and he came and did this for us. Found an amazing girl to play the Salma Hayek character. I mean, they were just big shoes to fill.
No shit, yeah.
And Robert Patrick to play the Harvey Keitel role. And
oh wow, that's
and
a
you
great.
expand the roles, and they get to do so much more than in the movie, and it's freaking cool to see.
Do you have any not restrictions, but as far as language content, you just do whatever?
Well, yeah, I think every network kind of has their own guidelines, and I have mine written around here somewhere.
Where's my guidelines?
Well, it's cable, so you can technically do what you want. It's just self-imposed for advertisers.
Well, in the movie, you had obviously nudity and some good language in there.
Yeah, this day and age of like Walking Dead and stuff, for genre stuff like this, you can kind of do a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
I just thought with showing Salma Hayek's breast that we don't need to see that.
That's a commercial.
That hurt
one
the
of the
film.
greatest dance scenes ever. That one. That's amazing.
How great is it not have to worry about ratings? Like you want it to do well, but it's your network, so it's like if it takes a little while to get going, you don't have to cancel it.
You tell that to. We're bringing Bob Orsi, who's doing a show for us next. He had sort of an espionage type show. He pitched me. He does Transformers and Star Trek, and he has Sleepy Hollow on right now. But even he had trouble, with networks. He had already done 2 pilots that hadn't gotten picked up. That's a big problem. A lot of networks order a lot of pilots to be made. They'll pick 2 to go to series. Everything else dies. So I said, hey, pitch me your idea for a show. If I like it, you get 13 episodes, prime time guaranteed, and this amount of money for each episode. And we start now, and that's just fantastic. Because then they have a show, and they can know they're doing a full show and nothing less than that.
Are you going to use focus groups and stuff? That's where the networks go wrong, is they'll get a focus group to watch something, and the focus groups make these really shitty or weird or knee-jerk reactions, and then the network listens to them, and they wreck what could be amazing projects.
Well, I think that's the idea of just having this direct pipeline to the audience, is that we'll just try it. We'd rather just be experimental. That's one of the best shows on TV. You can tell are the oddities that you wonder how they even got through. Well, that's all we're going to make are things that you'll wonder how they got through. And play it to the audience and let them decide. If it's something we really believe in and people haven't caught on to it, we'll just keep it on if we believe in it.
Do you put much credence in social media and stuff? Do you check it and see what people are thinking about your work?
Yeah, I think this is something that people are going to want to talk about because it's just such a different experience. To have a network that is not built up by people with spreadsheets and business degrees. It's actually from filmmakers who really love this content and really are fans of it. There's an authenticity to that I think audiences are going to like.
Yeah,
and want to tell each other about it. I mean, because I've seen it already. I tweet what we're going to be showing, and people are saying they're DVRing it and can't believe there's like a tribute to Sonny Chiba on, and there's it's just like, hey, this is heaven. This is a really cool place.
How do people find? Is it going to be easier with like Xbox and all these talking? Because it's like I want to find networks on Fios and I can't find them. I'm wondering if it's going to be easier when you can just say, hey, Xbox go to or whatever the fuck it is, and say El Rey, and it will just take you there, so you won't have to know where it is. Because it's hard to find, especially a new channel.
Yeah, we're looking into how to do that with these other systems. I mean, we're on right now. Comcast, Time Warner, DirecTV, Cox Communications, and others are coming.
Yeah, what else is there? I mean, there's Fios.
You got most of them.
Yeah, you got the big one.
I got the damn Fios. I gotta get it. Son of a bitch! Call your cable operator.
Cable provider, quick.
Cable provider
before March 11th.
Call them, damn it.
Now, are you going to be like good with Netflix and all that stuff? Because a lot of these networks don't want to do anything with Like HBO is too territorial that their stuff. So they have HBO Go. Are you going to have like your own app and all that shit that people can watch stuff on? Or is it like, am I asking you a question that's 2 years down the road?
No, we're trying to figure all that out right now. But we're have deals that might be going pretty quickly with those that we'll announce. But we're still working on those.
Is it bad that he's giving us this great creative description and I go, what is the app going to be? I'm a fucking idiot.
It's more important than, you're right on it. People want to consume things their own way, and you got to be there ready to give it to them that way.
Your career has seemed to have been like this. You get an idea and just dive right in and do it.
Well,
it's not you, Jimmy. Oh. God damn you.
Somebody once said, I don't think he knows knows he's not supposed to be able to do these things. He just goes and does it. And you kind of figure out, oh, I didn't realize it was a big deal.
Have you pulled back on doing that at all? Obviously not with the network. You dove right in. But is it harder now when you have stuff to lose, or you don't want a failure?
Yeah, I mean, you really, one of my favorite quotes is, I think Winston Churchill, success is moving from one failure to the next with great enthusiasm. So you kind of seek out those times when you have an idea. Like when this network came up, my hand went up when someone said, "You wanted this network?" My hand went up, and I'm like trying to put it down.
Yeah, hey,
what do you want that for? It's going to be so much trouble. You know how much work that's going to be? But the fear is really kind of what makes you keep moving forward. Is if you fear your next step, you know you're probably on the right track, because otherwise you'd get too comfortable. And you figure it out. You figure it all out as you go. You're never going to have all the answers up front.
Yeah,
and the most interesting things happen. And I know if nothing else, I'll learn from the experience, and it'll take me a different route on the next endeavor or idea that'll only could have got there had I gone through that failure.
There is this weird kind of dichotomy of you don't want to fail and lose something, but you want to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
So you're like, and then the more you get, the more you have to lose. So you might not take the chances that'll bring you that next big success.
Yeah.
You kind of fall into this complacency.
You gotta be willing to lose stuff. You know,
yeah,
you think you're gonna
right.
lose, you might lose something, but you'll always gain so much more. You gain a knowledge and experience that you never would have had.
Well, knowledge and experience while you're eating fucking wheat thins and cheddar cheese
is a little different.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
But it's fucking tempting to not do it, though. It's so much easier just to fantasize about
really
it
is, yeah.
and go, okay, when I have this perfect picture of how it's going to be and everything, all those answers are lined up and it's safe, then I'll do it. And by that point, you know, you're still looking at VHS cassettes and everybody's on fucking, you know, on Netflix or somewhere else. You missed it.
Early on with Robert also, you know, just directing, writing it, editing, doing the music yourself. And the point is, you're not supposed to do it that way. It's supposed to be a team effort.
And you still have a team. It's just everybody's like you. They're all doing multiple jobs, so the crew's smaller. It's very fun. You know, whenever I would talk to a director, they would get so excited about talking about their first film, because that's when they didn't have enough time, not enough money, everyone had to pull together. Their eyes light up, and I said, man, let's just make every movie like that. Make everyone like it's our first one. And we don't have enough time. We don't have enough money. We all have to do multiple jobs. It's so exciting. It's so vital. And it's makes you want to do it again and again.
Yeah, the enthusiasm that comes with those early successes, hard to recapture. Yeah.
Well, even from Dusk Till Dawn, I mean, I already directed the movie, so you'd figure maybe I'll direct the pilot of this one, and then there's 10 episodes, and they shoot really fast. They're really hard. You usually have revolving directors.
Oh, okay.
I've directed half the season already.
You did?
We're only on episode 8 because it's so fun. It's so fun. And I'm you know, writing, directing, editing, operating the camera, operating the Steadicam, doing music,
of course,
doing the stills, even because there's no money to hire a stills photographer on a on a television series every day. So rather than miss the great shots, I'm all the posters and things you see, and those are things that I shot.
Did that concern the actors at all? Like when they were like, for continuity, could you just take a selfie?
Make sure we got it right.
They love it.
Everybody takes a selfie. This sounds great. I'm psyched to check out the series.
Yeah.
When does it start?
It starts March 11th.
March 11th.
Yeah, and it's awesome. It really came out cool. It feels like feature films. We really shot the hell out of them.
It sounds good. You have such a great look to your movies and whatever you do. You're one of those directors that you can watch it and go, oh yeah, that's Rodriguez. You could tell. How do you? I don't want to say how do you do that, but did you notice that you were putting a brand new kind of a unique look on your movies?
It's a lot of why I operate the camera and do the cinematography, and you give things you just see things a certain way, and certain actors a certain way. You know, a lot of the actors, I shot them really iconically so that they would become stars for a particular reason. I would shoot. Like George Clooney, you didn't really couldn't see him on his TV show when he was on ER. And I met him. I go, oh my God, no, they're shooting you with wide lenses. You're way in the back. You know, no, we're going to put you front and center. I'm going to get you with a 65 millimeter lens. That's your lens. I'm going to shoot you from down here.
Down lower.
So looking up at you.
Right, right.
The audience is just, you know, on their knees staring at you. You're so powerful over the screen. And it transforms, you know, someone's appearance. And subliminally, that takes over the audience's mind. So you want that for everybody. All the actors want that experience when they come to our set, so they can tell when I'm dropping down low and I'm moving over.
Star.
They're like, all right, here we go. This is
giving me
What's a 65 mean? What does that mean?
65 mm is a certain type of lens that does.
What does it do for
the
you?
Background. For you, I'd probably put you on a 75 and drop back a little further. Give you that Clint Eastwood. Give you that Clint Eastwood look.
Yeah, give you that blend into the fucking mushrooms quality.
Drop back to Cleveland. Poor Jimmy.
No, I've heard that used before. Like get the 50. Get the, I don't know.
You
what
get
the
a
difference.
short depth of field on that,
You get a
where you get
kind of look at it for different lenses. If someone comes up to you and they got a wide lens and they're 2 feet away, you know they're going to make you look goofy. But you drop back and you use a longer lens, and suddenly your neck looks thicker. You look like an action star, and suddenly you're Bruce Willis.
Oh, okay.
Another great feature about doing the music yourself and everything is the subtle music stings with a turn of the head or something that brings the scene. It just pops it.
So
really
music's really important. You could it's another line of it's like another soundtrack of dialogue. You're telling the audience exactly what you want them to feel through something. So sometimes I'll be writing music on the set while I'm in between shots. I have a guitar, just not trying to. I'll just be noodling with a guitar to keep from pacing so I don't go bump into something. Someone comes over and says, "Wow, that's pretty cool. What are you playing?" I go, "I don't know. It might be the theme for the show." I don't know. And I go write it down because we use everything. We eat the head around here. So.
Wow.
You know what I like to see at a dramatic moment? I like when someone looks and you hear, dun dun! You hack.
There was I scored Kill Bill 2 for Quentin for $1. I did the score for him because he didn't want to hire a composer. Really? And I said, I think you'll need a composer on your next Kill Bill because it's a lot of emotional stuff. He goes, I don't like to use composers. And I go, how about, I need practice. How about I'll compose it for free? I'll sell it to you for $1. If you want to use it, practice experience, practice for me. And I was listening to the film, and there was one part where she had to go up the stairs, and it reveals the stairs. And Quentin, on camera, he went, dun, 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 like that. Like, that's what he wanted. So I took that, and I made the musical equivalent of it. And he was so happy when he saw it. He goes, that's exactly what I want. But it was like, dun, 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 but musically, with instruments. Dun, dun, dun.
Good music does make, like, the best, I think the best movie I've ever seen score was Clockwork Orange. The fact that they put classical music with the violence, and it was such a weird
counterpoint to it.
Yeah, but I noticed Tarantino's films use a lot of really cool, like, pop culture songs. It really does make
smart
a movie
approach.
different.
He's like, I don't want to take a chance with a new composer on something. I'll go to my classic scores that I always love, license those, and put them and have them be the score of my movie.
Right.
So I've got all the best composed music ever in my movies.
Some of the worst movies are old 80s movies because they scored it with that 80s sound, and it just dates the shit out of a movie. And you gotta, I guess, be careful of
Be
that.
careful of the music. I mean, you could have the coolest movie, but if the music's going doop, 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 it's that subliminal voice telling you this is the dumbest thing you could possibly be watching.
It looks stupid.
And Justice for All is a great film. The worst fucking music in a movie. I'm obsessed with how bad the
Really?
there's one scene where Pacino's running, like I guess he's having, Arthur Kirkland's having this moment, and it's just terrible music. You're like, what are they doing?
Oh,
The
yeah.
Firm had awful music. Tom Cruise. I remember movies with really bad music is unwatchable, even if I love the movie.
I think I'm going to have to do some kind of compilation called Bad Movie Scores and just make it like a mix and put that on the network.
Watching Justice for All, you have to.
God.
It's just so fucking terrible.
One of the great, we actually played it here on the air, was Dusk Till Dawn, the movie, during the dance sequence.
Oh, yeah.
And the band is playing, and I think we talked about it last time. All I look at is, I go, oh, it's Hammy from fucking Pee-wee's.
It is. It's him. That's Tito La Riva.
It's little Hammy with the shoe mirrors.
Tito La Riva.
And then I find out he's a very talented musician.
Awesome musician.
That song is fantastic.
It's a great song. We redid the song. I have a band, and we redid the song for this show in Spanish, but it's really cool sounding because it was a really classic song. The girl wanted to dance to it. It's just iconic.
Yeah,
song.
the guitar work in that and the vocals, it's really an amazing
it's a really
song.
Great song.
Yeah.
Did you cast the entire thing yourself? Like, did you just have a bunch of hot chicks coming in trying out for that part, or did you actually hire someone to do it?
I'm a casting director, Mary Vernew, who always finds me great people. She brought in probably about 50 or 60 actresses. It's really hard to find somebody to take the place, Salma Hayek's role. but we found
Yeah,
a girl,
yeah.
and she's really awesome.
I cannot
She's
wait
really
because
great.
that was a
that's
a good character right
did
there.
it. We figured we found it.
You have confidence that you found her.
Oh
Nice.
yeah.
We're all going to watch just for that scene.
Oh yeah, I
She's an important
certainly
character.
I get Time Warner in the city, so I could DVR it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You got
'Cause,
to.
about on Long Island, I get
Slingbox. A little slingbox
I could
action.
slingbox it back and forth.
You'll do all right.
I got a slingbox years ago from my manager as a gift, and I just never hooked it up. And it just sat there, and I finally threw it out, and then he asked me about it recently. He's like, you ever use that
shit.
slingbox? And I don't know how to say I fucking threw it out.
Anchor.
So I'm like, yeah, it's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. You don't want to say, yeah, it's a whole
tell him
thing.
I took your fucking
shit.
ribboned gift and dropped it out because I'm too sexually addicted on the computer to hook anything in my TV up anymore. Piece of garbage.
You and Quentin seem to get along very well over the years. Do you have anybody else in the business that you're that close with that you could work and just say, yeah, for $1 I'll score your movie? And
yeah.
Who else did I did something for? But we started when I told people that story. Everybody suddenly wanted to work for $1. Oh, I did music for Edgar Wright for $1.
Oh,
for,
really?
Hot Fuzz. I did
Hot
some
Fuzz.
music for him, yeah.
Oh, you did music for that?
Yeah.
God damn! I was just watching Shaun of the Dead again
For
last
$1.
night.
So great.
You know how much
Fucking
money you could
amazing.
charge for that?
Yeah,
Funny movie.
You could have got 10.
$100 maybe.
Edgar Wright was cool. Yeah. He gave me a British pound and signed it. Thank you for the score, and it was just a part of the score. And he framed it. And I framed it.
That's real FU money, by the way.
Yeah.
I'll do it for $1.
I'll score a film for $1 just for some practice and fun.
Just so you have the story. Blow off the money so you have a good story.
There's another example of like some young guys, him, Simon Pegg, like having an idea, taking a genre, and then just completely changing it around.
It was an awesome film.
It was just an amazing job they did on that one. Yeah, yeah.
Those
Really
guys
fun.
are all great guys.
Yeah. Yeah, and now fucking Simon Pegg's goddamn Scotty.
That's right.
Star Trek.
Oh, really?
Fuck, did that happen?
He's just great in everything he does.
Yeah. What do you think of JJ doing Star Trek? Got any
Star
opinions?
Wars.
Star Wars.
I'm good friends with JJ. He's really creative, endlessly. I think I'm busy. That guy's busier than
No
anybody.
shit, right?
He's got so much going on all the time, and you never know. He's the coolest, calmest energy, and writes also, which is really great. So
I mean, that is a big
if
set of
anybody, I would
footprints.
think he would be the guy to do it.
Yeah.
That's
Like-
a big shoes to fill.
I know that's crazy. I
But
can't wait
he really
to see him.
knows audience too, and he really knows how to be faithful to something.
The pressure has got to be crazy because a lot of people are expecting, like, all right, finally, we got Lucas out of the loop. We're going to go in there with Abrams, who's proven with Star Trek that he could kind of relaunch a franchise.
I think it's the right choice. I think
they couldn't have picked.
I just wish they would have got a terrible director because I think it would be funny to see it just completely destroyed. Like to see a terrible actor playing Luke in a cheese dick storyline and bad green screening. Like, oh, nerds.
Really
This
terrible.
stinks.
Like a sci-fi original movie.
Yeah, but not ironically bad, but just bad. Like they mean it to be good. They're like, oh, I'm fucking proud of it. We came in under budget, because it was just.
Love disaster, don't you, Jim?
Yeah, I really do.
Travis just yelled he has to go.
Yeah.
He's a very busy
You're a busy man. Promoting, huh?
This is fun.
This Robert
I
Rodriguez.
know. Robert, thanks so much, man. Always a
let's
pleasure
get the
talking with you. I
plug in
love it.
proper here.
It's the El Rey channel, and it's March 11th at 9 o'clock. And if you want to, I'm sure Robert will be tweeting about it. It's just Rodriguez on Twitter. And how the fuck did you get Rodriguez on Twitter? That's a really, really... Did you have to get that from a fan?
Nobody had it.
We're in Mexico, you little piece of shit. What a great fucking line.
That's great.
So Rodriguez on... I would have thought that would have been taken. So Rodriguez on Twitter if you want to follow Robert, and you will obviously be able to find out... or go to elreynetwork.com. It's E-L, not just the letter L. E-L-R-E-Y network.com.
Cool, man.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for coming in, man.
Robert, seeing you all again.
Opie and Anthony are back on Sirius XM.
It's no Valkyrie.
Let's just do that for 20 more minutes.
Get over it!
We all have our favorite songs today, don't we?
This is actually a good YouTube song.
I love this fucking song.
I like this one. The video is pretty cool.
Elevations. How cool is Robert Rodriguez?
He's great, man.
He's a cool dude in a loose move.
He just showed us pictures of the new Salma Hayek.
The Salma Hayek character from Dusk Till Dawn.
The TV series?
The TV series that he's doing. It has the same character.
They figured it out.
Oh, my God. Is she fucking stunning?
Yeah, they figured it out. It's going to do very well. And the look of it, because there was some stills of him filming the TV series. Holy shit.
Yeah. He's a talented motherfucker, man.
He's great, man.
Really is.
Not a worry in the world.
No, and he takes those chances, takes the risks, puts them on himself.
Yeah, but you made a good point.
Make a movie.
When you live in a mansion and probably have a yacht, you could take some chances.
Some people don't want to take chances. They get to that point and get scared.
Right.
You know, it's weird. People are more willing to take a chance when you have nothing to lose, you know?
True.
But he, when he had nothing to lose, was willing to take a shot at it, and you know, when he's got some cake. I like his movies, though. He's fucking talented.
And they have that unique look, obviously, too.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about Harold Ramis today. I don't know what there is to say.
Oh, man. I know.
This one was a bummer because so many of the movies that we grew up loving.
Yeah.
The list is just unbelievable. Caddyshack, Stripes, Animal House, Ghostbusters, Groundhog Day.
And him being in Stripes was really... Like, he was funny in that.
Right.
And he was the complete dry, straight, play it straight guy to Bill Murray's, like, goofy guy.
I hated the second half of that movie, though. Stripes.
Well, yeah, it was
that first half was pretty strong, right?
Yeah.
John Candy was funny in the second half. All right, boys, let's bring him up.
All right, boys, bring him up. Yeah.
Come on, boys.
Come on.
What did he have? Was it his arteries were just choking themselves or something?
Weird thing. He had gotten an infection or something, and there was something that happened, I think, in surgery, or it got fucked up, and it shouldn't have. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I know it wasn't like a disease that he went out and caught. It was,
and they said he had a long illness, so he was really fucking dealing and suffering with this for a while. His health woes began in mid-2010 after complications from surgery for diverticulitis.
Diverticulitis.
Yeah, he probably had the lower colon or the intestines when you get like seeds and things of that nature. My wine has a lot of seeds in it, and it will upset your diverticulitis. Like I have ass hairs under my nose. They look like mustache hairs.
Why did that lead to the other thing?
Yeah, what did he have? What? I
Some
don't understand.
autoimmune disease.
Oh, did it?
And then it fucked up his walking, so he had to learn how to walk again.
Wow.
Took 4 months of therapy for him to learn how to walk again after all this.
And that back is one of his lines in Stripes was, "Hey, look, we're walking."
Right.
Oh, that's terrible.
You think he thought about that as he's trying to walk again?
Maybe.
He regained his strength at a rehab clinic in Chicago, but then suffered a relapse and never fully recovered, the paper reported. That blows.
Damn. Yeah, he was fucking funny. There's when he bets Bill Murray that Bill Murray can't do 5 push-ups or whatever it was, and Bill Murray lays on the floor and he goes, "That's none."
Just delivered perfectly.
Oh yeah, he had that dry.
None.
Yeah,
he was very dry. Great director.
It was weird because after Stripes, I kind of thought like he would be in a bunch of movies. He had obviously Ghostbusters. But then he went into directing. He went
behind the camera.
You don't see him on screen anymore. No. And then you saw him after that, and he got like old and fat.
Right.
Like what happened to the guy?
He didn't have to keep himself in shape.
No.
He was behind the camera.
It's nice and easy. You could eat.
Right.
Yeah.
But that was a bummer.
Yeah, that was
69, 68, 69 years old.
Funny man. Hey, funny man.
I don't know what else to say about it.
Yeah. Bill Murray had a quick little quote, or not quote, statement about him. So they worked together on a lot of movies, and he was just a
good
nice
dude.
guy. Yeah, all you hear about him is like nice things. There was never any scandal with this guy, right?
No.
Nothing like that. Always.
He seemed pretty regular.
Did pretty good. Yeah. Hey, Godspeed there. Godspeed, Harold.
Jimmy.
I'm just
the Todd Show hashtag.
More Todd Show hashtag.
I'm just reading the tweets of a man named Jacques Tober.
Jacques.
J-A-Q.
It's probably Jacques Taubert.
Oh, you're probably right. I'm sorry. I'm not as worldly.
Jacques Taubert.
It's supposed to be like Jock Toba.
Yeah, exactly. Uh-oh, Wiki's out there. There's no meeting, is there?
Wiki. Hey, what are you drinking? Army socks?
Stop bringing it up.
I chose not to do the NutriBullet today.
Why is that?
'Cause other people need to know.
Opie dissed my NutriBullet.
Why, your old school NutriBullet? That fucking outdated model? If they send me that, I'm fucking throwing it at Roland's taint.
How do we get NutriBullets today?
I don't know. Roland yesterday sent me a text all excited.
Right.
Saying, hey, your NutriBullet came in.
Right.
And I'm like, ooh. And then I get it. I'm all excited to take it home. And then who has the big pin to pop my fucking balloon of joy?
I do.
Greg Opie Hughes.
But I got the 600 watt, and it's nice. But
Yeah?
they were
What?
bragging to me because I'm getting some envelopes from these guys these days.
Jesus Christ.
Come on.
I hope not.
Getting a few envelopes, and they
I
promised
hope
me the
not.
900.
Oh.
Supposedly they got a 900 W out
But which
there.
one do you have?
I got that one. It works fine.
Okay.
All right, then.
No, that one works great.
But you're getting the better one.
But they already told me, we're on to the 900 and we'll send you one.
Maybe it's not built yet like Dr. Ian Smith's.
Did he really go old school with his blender?
They're putting it together with
Remember when
fucking nuts and bolts.
Remember how excited he was and he showed us on the website what his blender was
And we
going to
all
look
went like, oh.
Don't you know that the trend is to have those blades, not at the bottom like that when you're cleaning, where you can just screw off the blades and clean it fast.
It's
Look
terrible.
how fucking big it is.
It's like, it's
my
like what,
God, it's
what
like-
mom used to make like fucking milkshakes in.
It looks like there's a lot of fake buttons on it. Like those buttons are there for show.
Right,
You know
they
how many
don't do anything.
buttons are on the NutriBullet? 0.
Wow.
Exactly 0.
That twist and it turns on the NutriBullet is the coolest.
That's it.
Great.
The best. Nah, we don't know for sure. This might be the new thing. You never know, right?
Oh, no.
I don't think so.
You can't say that.
No, I don't think it's going to do.
The
I don't
bad
think it's
thing
going
is
to
it
do well.
looks old. It
Very
just
old.
looks old.
It looks like it's broken.
Oh, it looks like it should just be on the shelf and not work. You don't even plug it in. There's other things plugged in behind it.
It looks like it's on a wedding registry from 1992.
Oh, no.
We want this blender.
We need this blender.
Maybe it screws off, though. Maybe the blade screws off.
Well, if you tell it to.
Screw off. That's pretty funny.
I'm tired of all this talk about blenders,
Oh, no.
Gregory.
Oh, Ted, you're in the blender business?
I certainly am.
Yeah.
Ted's Blender Emporium.
Wow.
Well, what makes your blender so special? The
Yeah.
NutriBullet is taking over the world.
We don't leave any of those stupid tops on. You just put all the stuff in and allow it to swirl around in goodness.
But the top keeps it from going all over the place.
Yes, that's true. I've noticed that.
Well, why don't you
People are complaining they have to spatula stuff off the ceiling.
Well, why don't you fix that, Ted?
Because I'm out of funds.
How many of these blenders have you sold?
I've sold 2, and I've purchased both of them. It's got 45 axe blades in it.
40 axe blades. What are you making with this?
Whatever you want to. Usually lettuce jubilees.
Oh, that sounds horrendous.
Doesn't sound
What's
good.
in a lettuce jubilee besides the lettuce?
Ice.
Ice and lettuce.
Ice and lettuce.
Oh my God.
Sounds terrible.
Yes, and there's no top, and the X blades just swirling up, violently spinning around. An hour and 20 minutes later, you're ready for a delicious beverage.
An hour and 20.
That's a long time, Ted. Now,
Yeah.
the NutriBullet, they brag that you should be using fruits and vegetables.
Exactly. I don't believe in that type of. Then you're going to get a mulatto mongrel beverage.
So just lettuce in yours.
Absolutely. It's all about lettuce.
Will be destroyed.
Yes, both beverages will be destroyed. I believe that lettuce should be with lettuce and tomatoes with tomatoes.
You don't like mixing of the vegetables?
I certainly don't, especially a big dark cucumber with a very small light-colored fruit.
The NutriBullet gives you like a recipe book. Are you going to have a
wow.
recipe book?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
How to make lettuce jubilee. Page after page of lettuce treats.
But it just sounds terrible. Lettuce jubilee.
Oh, wait, the Shred Emulsifier has its own YouTube video.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Throw the avocado in there with the cucumbers. Push one of the fake buttons.
How easy is that to clean?
That's all I want to know.
Looks difficult.
Because I stopped blending shit because I couldn't fucking put my
Get your
arm all
hand
the way
in
in
there.
there to try to clean the blade.
And then clean under the
Right,
blades?
and then-
How do you do that?
And then NutriBullet, they come up with this. Well, you just screw it off and run it under the
Genius.
faucet. You're done in 10 seconds. Cleanup is 10 seconds.
And there's not one mention of a boost on this whole thing.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Well, maybe NutriBullet owns the word boost.
Oh, maybe.
Because you need it.
Yeah, you do need the boost.
I'm sure he's got another word for boost.
Yeah. Well, the shred emulsifier looks pretty impressive.
Jumpstart.
Soups.
Wow. It's steaming. Wow. It is piping hot. Wow.
Oh, piping hot.
Why are they saying? Why is she amazed it's piping hot? Didn't it go in there piping hot?
It's not heating it.
It's not heating it, you dummy.
Or is it?
Frozen drinks.
He's saying you can make
Frozen
peanut butter with
treats.
this thing.
Look at that.
Frozen treats.
It's all about desserts. It's about being realistic.
Ian! Love you, miss ya! You can hear me, right?
So much more.
I think so. He's there.
A touch of a button.
One simple
Food that's not
button.
only
I'm worried about
delicious,
these fake-looking
but will give you
buttons.
The power to lose weight, the power to feel more energized, and the power to live a healthier life.
Where'd they get these fucking people for this?
Talking about making ice cream in a blender. Yeah, first of all, none of them got to use the blender because we found out the hard way there aren't any of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
that was the
he's
prototype.
still making them. He's still making them.
There's fucking tubes and fucking generators underneath.
And second of all,
Prototype.
this weight loss blender, he's just using it to make soup and ice cream so far.
Sounds good to me. Love soup. I love ice cream.
Larry King says he's open to coming back to replace Pierce.
Oh, come
that is not happening, Larry. I'm sorry.
Larry, they're going to go young.
They have moved on from you.
They're going young.
Although we love you here on the radio show.
You think he stepped down voluntarily?
No, and everyone's making fun of him.
Of course they are.
Everyone's making fun of him that he decided to step down.
Except Dick Van Dyke. Dick Van Dyke said it was his dumb move, and that he'll be back with bells on.
Oh, why doesn't Dick Van Dyke shut up?
I told him he fell over that ottoman one too many times.
Exactly.
He didn't respond.
How's it a dumb move if the guy's not getting ratings?
I know.
It's all about ratings. They gave him enough. They gave him 3 years, I believe.
Dick
It's
Van
been
Dyke
3 years
knows
already.
that.
Yeah.
I just saw one.
Wait, he was always talking about Piers Morgan?
Yeah.
Oh, I think he was talking about Larry King.
No, Piers.
It's not a dumb move. They gave him 3 years. They gave him a very good chance to try to get it together, and it just didn't happen. There's rumors they might go with Anderson Cooper and Kathy Griffin. That's not going to happen, right?
How early does Ron Bennington get here?
He must have something else going on.
Look at him.
He's
creepy
walking
outfit,
around like a champ.
long
What's up,
jacket,
Ron?
fucking jacket with a whole cut in the front.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Blondie. Ronnie.
Getting your Harold Ramis info together?
It's a shame, right?
You know what happened? He probably didn't hear you.
We don't have much to say. He just made all those films that we loved.
Oh, jeez, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
That's a tough one. We grew up on his
goddamn
movies.
terrible.
You know, that's the weird thing, too, about death is, like, you really don't realize how much you like someone till they die. You know, that's why we need more of our friends to die. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like,
that would
at
show
a
us.
certain point, we're going to be like, hey, Sam was great, wasn't he? I mean, we didn't really notice. But he was always around starting shit.
Even Fez would be upset.
Well, Fez did a beautiful eulogy for me yesterday.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
here's the Fez thing. Is like he's crying during the show, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? And I didn't remember his dad's death anniversary.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
How many years?
3 years.
3 years
That's
and
plenty
counting.
of time.
3 years.
Plenty of time to kind of push that shit
Oh,
down.
you think you should be over it by now?
I was good after 3.
Okay.
I'm
Damn.
moving on 10 this year. That's a quick 10
10 years, huh?
for my pops.
Wow.
Damn.
I was good after the first year cycle. Got to go through all the fucking holidays and stuff for the first time without pops, and then after that it starts getting okay.
Go through those. Yeah.
Still sucks,
Yeah.
but I ain't
What are you gonna do?
I ain't gonna fucking cry about it.
Well, you know what? You really should have done was what I did. Take care of your dad, and that was you know what I mean. If you really take care of your parents, good.
Right.
You can keep them for a long
They'll
time.
be around
You know,
for a
I didn't
while.
leave them out in the yard like some of you guys, letting them rust.
Like an old snow shovel, just laying against the shed.
Got a lot of reports on you yesterday. So you had Fez do his own eulogy on the show.
No, I had him do my eulogy. Just
Your
making
eulogy?
Him,
I heard
just like
you made him do his own.
No, I made him
then these
sit
guys.
and say, you know, like he was doing for me, and I kept interrupting him, and then finally Michelle ran down the hall and made me stop. But it wasn't an official Tim thing, I don't believe.
Oh,
but it was pushing it too far.
It was going too far?
Yeah.
She ran down the hall to tell you to stop?
Who's Michelle?
Tim's assistant.
Tim's assistant.
No, she's management.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, what? Assistant manager?
Assistant to the assistant manager of the movie theater.
How do you not know how this place runs, Sam?
Yeah, Sam.
Well, I thought
I thought you were executive producer now.
I thought she assists.
Wait,
Tim.
what was the reasoning?
I had Fez really upset.
That's
yesterday.
great radio.
Well, you know.
You put it all back together after it's over. Who cares? Get the glue out and the duct tape and
wait, somebody
back
told
together.
you to stop the bit?
No, but this is in a fun way.
Oh, okay.
In a fun
all right.
Just like, please don't be mean to Fez anymore. I can't take it. Wait.
Yes. But you don't realize when you have a male-dominated audience, they're fine with it. I didn't tell you this, too. I've been asked to save a marriage. I am going to save Voss and Bonnie's marriage at a gig on March 11th. They've asked me to come
How are you
in.
shooting Voss?
At the Village.
The Village Underground.
Underground, right?
I'm going to go there and save their relationship.
How are you going to do that?
I think I'm going to talk them through it.
You're going to talk them through it?
Yeah, I'm going to talk them through it. I love it if you got... This could be like an intervention.
Oh, man.
I think I'm going to save the marriage and destroy the podcast.
He's hosting
I hear,
the Rich and Bonnie podcast.
Oh, that's
at the
great.
Village Underground. When is it again?
Great.
March 11th.
I got to go to that.
You got to go to it.
What day is it?
I don't know what they
The Vosses, though, they like doing things late. They're weird. They're always inviting us out to dinner. Like, so I got a reservation for 10 o'clock. I'm like,
10 o'clock for dinner?
I get up at 4:30. What are you doing?
I never get a call from Voss to go out to dinner. What a worm.
Oh.
Well, the ladies are very close, so it's more the ladies.
Is that what it is? The gals like to get together?
The gals like each other, so then they're bringing us all together. But they're always like, 10. Is 10 cool? No, 10's not cool.
Why don't you go out for 10 o'clock salads with the girls?
That'd be nice. Or
I got to fucking
it's
sleep.
fun when we get everyone together.
Exactly.
I like it.
What are you doing here so early?
I came in to meet Robert Rodriguez.
Oh.
Looks like I might be doing a Spanish show with him.
See.
Nice. How's your Spanish? It's pretty good. You got to just brush up on it a little bit.
I don't really know a lot of Spanish, so I do hand signals.
Okay. You'll get by with that. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
You got good facial expressions.
Thank you very much.
You'll be able to sell it.
I like to think of myself as radio pantomime.
Okay.
And I'm not used to seeing you with a big laptop like that. You've went back to big, huh?
I kind of like this size for my purposes.
A lot of people go smaller and smaller and smaller.
Can't do that anymore.
You're going back.
You can't.
You go small, then you go back.
And also, we've relegated ourselves to watching very small porn these days. It really is like we're punishing ourselves.
But not in the way you're saying.
We're punishing ourselves. Everybody decided they could blow off the laptops these days for an iPad or iPhone or something, and then your pornography is tiny.
You don't want to do telephone porn.
No, I like your full-size laptop, full-size porn. It looks so much better that way.
Do you also throw it up on your 75-inch screen at your house?
It's a 90.
Oh, it's a 90?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And,
a little behind, Ron.
And through Apple TV, yes, I've thrown giant, hardcore pornography up on that screen, and it's fabulous, I must say. That, my video games, all the fun things in life.
Skyscraper porn could be the new
skyscraper porn. But it is bad because my house, I don't really have curtains on the lower floor like that. And I don't know if somebody's going to be coming to the door. You can't just hang out on the couch anymore.
You care. Fuck
Spanking.
I just see you just end up beating him to death with a bowling pin.
Right on your stoop.
Yeah, it is. It's not like the old days. You have a small apartment, you close the windows, you're all alone. This, people come to the door.
You're wide out there. It's like
I'm out there
watching porn in a mall.
Yeah. It's one of the. It is. It's like I'm in the piano store with all the windows.
And you really can't say to someone, "I'll be right with you. I'm jerking off right now."
No.
Exactly. Exactly. You can hint it by saying, "I'll be there in a second." You have to assume. I don't watch on TV porn. Only on my computer.
Just computer
only
porn.
Computer porn, yeah, and it's always the laptop's very easy to hide. Never on TV, not in years.
Where do you go for your porn? Some scary Mexican website that none of us have heard?
Yes.
Ronnie's keeping tabs on the show.
El Narco Blago, whatever it's called. No, I just go to fucking Clitty or Xtube. Clitty.com is a massive mega site.
Clitty.
Yeah.
I never even knew there was a Clitty.
Massive...
No, you know, it's your one-stop shopping.
Yeah, what
right?
else could it be? Really?
It's your Home Depot.
Yeah, there's no
porno.
confusion when you click on Clitty.
No, not at all.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, or Xtube or Xhamster. Yeah, there's plenty. Just
Yeah,
put in
yeah.
cuck in the search engine and fucking knock yourself out.
I do like that you can just put whatever you damn well please, even in Google, and videos will come up.
Oh,
Whatever you
no
need.
new cucks. Damn it. Refresh.
I don't know how the adult film industry is even doing anything. I don't know how they do
They're in
anything.
trouble.
They make money by going to these mega sites. They sell advertising. That's why whenever you open a fucking porn and that ad pops up behind it, and you're watching one thing, and then you hear, "Yeah, I'm right here on the phone." Boom.
Yeah.
Behind it. That's how they're making their money. Yeah, I don't like it
Scares
either.
me.
Yeah, me too.
Jerking off. I think someone walked in the room.
Exactly, and you're like, why is someone 20 years older than her talking?
Now, here's the thing, though. How many women do you think you've seen doing porn now in the internet?
Isn't it
age?
amazing? It's
Oh,
got to be
dude, 30?
thousands upon thousands. 30. Thousands. Yeah, him with.
I mean, don't you think that you would bump into quite a few people like you would recognize? I mean, I'm sure we have been in the mall with someone who's uploaded their porn before.
You're right. Yeah, but who's
And not
looking at
just
their
known them.
faces?
Yeah.
Some amateur stuff you look at and go, she looks familiar.
Really?
Yeah.
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 I've been through a few sites, picture sites, where I've seen pictures that were taken in our very studio.
Oh, well.
It's a proud moment.
Someone's actually finding the Patty stuff?
Yeah.
Is that a Simpsons mask she has on?
What category is that under?
Why is
decrepit?
What the fuck is Wiki doing? He's pointing at the clock.
Is he waiting for us for something?
just fucking standing out there
He's
looking
happy that we're
handsome.
doing overtime.
I don't have time.
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
I
You
don't
just
have time for Don
He
Wiki
ruined
Wicklund.
it now.
You just
did
fucked
ruin
up
it.
the vibe.
Ruined
Fuck
it.
this
Why would he
place.
say that? That's it.
Sam
I'm
knew,
folding
but
up.
he
just
wasn't
ruined it.
saying.
I'm folding up.
Oh.
You ruined the magic, Don.
I'm out.
What the fuck? Pittsburgh this Friday. That's how you
Pittsburgh.
plug. Just keep the fucking
This
tone
Friday.
the same and people listen.
I hear you.
That's going to be a big one, too, right?
Oh, sure. Seats available.
Jimmy. It's going to be great.
Know what I say?
Oh, it's gonna be
know what I
amazing.
say?
What's that?
Get over it.
Yeah, you're right.
Get over it.
If you got the back
Okay.
couple rows open, get over it. Get over it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ron. I gave you credit on Twitter, I think. Turning me on to that Eagles documentary when
Very
you came
good.
in here.
It's a good
I
one,
watched
isn't
the whole
it?
fucking thing because of
It's,
you.
Five Guys Who Hate Each Other. It's
Yeah.
a great rock and roll story.
Glenn Fry seems to
interviewed
be
all
a
of them?
dick.
None of them, I don't believe. I don't think
I met
I've-
Don Henley.
Not even Joe Walsh?
I
I would think over the years.
Oh, Opie stood up.
Nice. He's actually taking my NutriBullet.
Yes.
I got my
Down
shell
the
out.
truck.
Oh, you're into the NutriBullet thing, too?
They
huh?
sent me one.
That's great.
I've never NutriBulleted
And you love it,
before.
no.
Love it.
I'd ask
Yeah.
you about it, but Wiki's sitting there.
Wiki.
Driving the show down.
Ron Bennington on Raw Dog at noon today. Make
Yes.
sure you go check that shit out.
And come see me with Voss and Bonnie
Yeah.
as I hopefully fix this marriage.
It's a lot of work you got cut out for
Well,
you there. It's-
you know, Jimmy gave me a great idea of shooting Voss on stage.
Just shoot.
I actually do have to go.
How long before Bonnie starts dating
Hang
again?
out. What?
Oh, yeah.
How long before Bonnie would start dating
I
again?
think she has
A
already.
week tops.
I'd go out with her.
The Opie and Anthony Show is drawn to a close. Stay tuned to reflect, relive, and get the story behind the story of the finest moments of today's show. Sam Roberts' Opie and Anthony post show begins in moments.